Alright, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Shane, that is Shane's Games, and tonight we're going to be playing Puzzle Agent for the PC as part of my 12-hour celebration for my 2-year Twitch anniversary. Hope you'll enjoy it. We're going to try and play it start to finish right now, so welcome in. Oh, we're going to start a brand new game. Handsome looking guy right there. That would be a good assumption, Roseguard. J. Edgar Hoover Building, Washington, D.C. Floor Z9 Puzzle Investigations. U.S. Department of Puzzle Research. Oh, it was just a dream. It was just a dream. We're cool. So how was that to a hell of a start for the game right there? And yes, that would be a good assumption that it has something to do with puzzles. And yeah, I think, Roseguard, there's an inverse relationship between the quantity of bubblegum you get when you buy it and how long it actually lasts. And so yeah, I should mention as well, since we're playing an adventure game here, I'm counting this as an adventure game. As usual, adventure game rules apply. If you think you know the solution to a puzzle, and you've never played this game before, feel free to shout it out. Let's solve some of this stuff together. Cracked crossword. Nelson Tether's crossword puzzle has been ripped to bits. But is there something written on it? Reconstruct it to find out. Sure looks like there's something written on it. Let's see what we can do. So I should mention, I heard that this game is actually difficult to play these days because apparently I'm told NVIDIA video cards don't like to render some of these puzzles, perhaps even this one correctly, making it impossible to solve right from the get-go. So that's one other reason I want to show off this game for anybody that isn't able to play it on modern processors. I've got an NVIDIA, but it seems to be working okay so far, so let's hope that is a trend that continues. That's S-C-O-G-G-I-N-S? Scoggins? Scoggins. You notice we've got some buttons over here as well. What basically reiterates the premise we just got before the puzzle. Hint I'll get to in a little bit, and reset, of course, sets the puzzle back to its original condition. Let's try submitting it. We solved it! So then after that, they score you on it. I used no hints, got no wrong answers. Top Agent 10 stars. And here's the other cool thing. If for some reason you brute force one of these puzzles, there's a button here called How that explains how you solve the puzzle. Which I'll probably use in some of these times. Like 75, I thought it was just 75,000. I thought that was a period at the end. But either way, that's a lot of tax dollars for one puzzle. But if it was just a dream, how is there something written on there?
Puzzle research. This is Agent Tethers. I think you have the wrong number. Oh, I see. An assignment. In the field? No, sir. It's been... Yes, quite some time. Uh-huh. Erasers? The foundation of democracy? Oh, absolutely, sir. I agree, sir.
Totally.
Oh, yes, the White House needs its erasers, sir. I'll be on the next plane to... Wait, where?
Oh. Welcome to Scoggins. Coincidence? Question mark?
Just arrived in Scoggins, Minnesota. Population, 754. Temperature, it's cold, and not much to look at. According to the agency, there's some kind of thing going on at the local eraser factory. The whole plant is shut down. There's a weird man staring at me. Hopefully, this won't be a big waste of time. Agent Tethers out. I have no idea where my hotel is. I might have to ask for directions.
New mission, talk to the creepy man. Nina, you have a feeling you're going to love this game? I don't know how you feel about the puzzles, but I really hope you fall in love with the aesthetic and the story and the characters. I think this is an absolutely amazingly charming game.
Excuse me, I'm Nelson Tethers with the FBI's Department of Puzzle Research. Hello?
Yep.
Okay, and you are?
Bjorn.
Bjorn?
Yep.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Bjorn. Boy, those snowmobiles sure are a bumpy ride, eh?
Yep.
Why isn't he a talkative one? So this is how the conversation in the system works in the game. It pulls out your notepad and you get a list of topics to ask about. Any topic with a puzzle next to it will trigger a puzzle in the game, so it's good to know. Bjorn is your spirit animal chew toy. You know, I've never actually seen you. For all I know, you may look like Bjorn in real life. Can you confirm? Can you deny? And Rose, you say charm can entirely carry a game. As a fan of Deadly Premonition, I can confirm that very much so.
Can you give me directions to the nearest hotel? I'm having a little trouble finding my way around.
You'd never get there. Roads are too slick.
Sir, I'm an agent of the FBI's Puzzle Research Division. It can't be harder than the puzzles I see every day.
Not so.
It's really just a matter of trajection.
Okay, on the way to the hotel, you're going to pass 2 traffic lights.
Chew toy, I think you're gonna love Bjorn. If you like him now, you're gonna love Bjorn as the game goes on. Part of me hopes I grow old to give his little fucks as he does. I think you're gonna love Bjorn. Directions and detours. Nelson's snowmobile is sliding along the roads. Arrange the logs to help Nelson bump his way to the hotel. Make sure to pass the traffic lights Bjorn mentioned along the way. Alright, so here's the rules. Drag logs from the menu onto the game grid. A log can be dragged to any free space. Nelson's snowmobile will start off heading south. When it hits a log, it will bank left, right, or left, depending on the log's orientation. It'll hit it and go off at a 90-degree angle. Nelson must hit every stoplight on his way to the hotel. Press submit when you think the logs are arranged correctly. Roseguard, the field in which he grows his fox is barren, has been for decades. I haven't heard that one before, but I love that, Roseguard. Probably be an ill-tempered old man, that'd be fun. Alright. So here we go, there's Nelson up in the corner. I think you guys can see me. Yeah, you can see my mouse. Up, down here in the other corner, this question mark, I believe, is the hotel where I'm trying to go. There's the 2 stoplights, and these 2 logs are on the map, and these are fixed. I can't move those. So, let's try something simple. We'll go down here, hit this one, bounce north. That should do it, isn't it? Down here, 90-degree angle, bank 90-degree angle, bank there. Still got 2 logs left, but I think that'll do it. Give it a shot. Ease peas. They get harder, I assure you. No hints, no wrong answers. 10 out of 10. Oh, it is thousands. That's still a lot of money. Alright, let's head to the hotel.
I must have gotten lost. I thought your directions were taking me to the hotel.
They did.
I'm standing in front of the hotel, aren't I?
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Welcome.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Bjorn in a nutshell right there.
I'm here to investigate an incident at the Scoggins Eraser Factory. Do you know anything about it?
No. The hotel's going to close soon. Better check in if you're sticking around.
Well, isn't he helpful?
Seen any suspicious people hanging around the hotel lately?
Yep.
Really? Can you describe them?
Skinny. Asks lots of questions. Wears a stupid hat.
Thanks for the tip.
Yep.
Bjorn! Inspect the fence. Jav, I wonder if it's a bad sign. Oh, a monster hunter, you mean? I'm not sure. What do you mean? Oh, thank you, Chutoy, for the anniversary wishes. Might stream for my 10 years in November. My goodness. Hopefully you're live and well, and then I'll keep my fingers crossed for that. No, I don't recognize that one, Drev.
Discovered a fence. Boards all chewed up, something terrible. Could be the work of strays trying to get to the dumpsters back there. I don't know why I'm reporting this.
Fence is all chewed up, good to know. I wonder if we have it in the US but under a different name. I know that's come up in conversation a couple times before, Drev. That's possible. Let's head inside. Alright, this looks quaint.
Hello.
Well, hello there, mister. Welcome to Valda's Inn. I'm Martha Garrett, but everyone calls me Ma. How can I help you?
I'm Nelson Tethers. I have a reservation.
Oh, yeah, you're here about the eraser factory, eh? We're awfully excited to have a real FBI man in our town. It's just like TV, yeah? Oh, I'm gonna make some hot dish for you later.
A hot dish?
Oh, you'll love it. I've never met a man who didn't love himself some hot dish.
Hot dish. Drev was originally just a marketing joke for a Scottish whiskey. Yeah, probably that wouldn't come across. That is a bizarre thing. Become super popular anyway. Alright, let's ask you about the room key then.
So, what room am I in?
Yeah, okay, I've got your room right here. Oh dear, this is so embarrassing. The night clerk wrote down your room number in code.
Mind if I have a look? I bet I can figure out what room I'm in.
Room key confusion. The security-minded night clerk notated Nelson's room number in cryptic form. Help Martha see what's written so you can get your keys. So here's the thing with this puzzle, folks. Either you're going to find this puzzle incredibly difficult, or you've already seen the answer. So just let me know in chat right now, everyone who's watching. Do you know the answer right now, or do you not know the answer? Yes or no? I'm curious. Rose, you saw it immediately? I saw it immediately too, but I'm sure there's some people that are banging their head up against this. Anybody else see it, not see it? I'm kind of curious. I would really like to know. Before I input the actual answer here. John, you see it as well? Let's see, chew toy puzzles and games tend to make you feel like the biggest slack-jawed yokel. I'm often terrified to do puzzles in the middle of games because I'm like, what if I don't get it? It's super obvious, especially because when you're streaming, your focus is all split, you know? I think it'll depend on your resolution. It's easier to see in a small window. That's possible as well. That is very possible. I've got mine in 16:9 resolution, the game window anyway. But for anybody that hasn't seen it yet, it's 9. The answer is 9 because the white space forms the word 9. So let's submit that. Bingo! They do get harder, I assure you, though. All right.
There you go, Mrs. Garrett.
Oh, yeah, now I see. Okay, then. Here's your room key, FBI man.
Thanks. Actually, while I have you here, do you mind if I ask you a couple questions? Real quick, I promise.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And hey, Pyramid of Power, thank you for the host. I appreciate that. Let's ask some questions.
How do I get to the factory from here?
The FBI doesn't know where the factory is? Oh, dear, our moose is cooked.
Rest assured, ma'am, the FBI just likes to confirm intelligence with civilian knowledge of... We like to double-check things.
Good cover.
Oh, of course. Well, it's easy. I have a tourist map of our little town of Scoggins right here. You know, our Scoggins Erasers is the plant that supplies the White House with all of its erasers. The president could be fixing a mistake with a Scoggins eraser right now.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. That's why I'm here. That and the fact that every time the Bureau made an inquiry into the situation, all we ever got back were bizarre puzzles.
Oh yeah, well, that'll happen.
Will it? Will that happen? That's kind of bizarre.
Do you know anything about the problem at the factory?
Yeah, so tragic about the accident, huh?
Accident?
Oh yeah, the foreman, Isaac Davner, they say he was killed in there.
Ooh.
Is that so?
Well, not to be gossipy, but I heard the accident was caused by raccoons.
Raccoons?
What?
Yeah, little creatures that live in the woods around the factory. Maybe you should go talk to Sheriff Bogg about it, though. You should be able to catch him out by the factory right now.
Okay, I'll do that. Thank you.
Please, you'd never believe you made a mistake. It was a different time when this game was written, Roseguard. A very different time.
The guy in the lobby, is he okay?
Oh, that's Bo Murphy. He's always been a bit of an odd one. Yeah, he sits there all day trying to do his puzzles. He mostly keeps to himself, and I bring him some food from time to time. Sometimes I swear he'd starve to death if I didn't bring him something to eat.
That's a little bizarre. The hell is this? Hey, welcome in, Pyramid of Power. This is one of the earliest of the Telltale adventure games. It is called Puzzle Agent. It's from even before Walking Dead Season 1, back when they did a different style. I think it's a really charming game. I love this one.
Thanks. Well, goodbye.
Enjoy your stay.
Oh, that reminds me. Do you have any gum for sale? Or know where I can buy some?
Dear, we've been out of gum for quite some time.
What?
Haven't seen a stick in months anywhere in town. We tend to get shipments of things like that in the spring.
So, no gum?
Nope.
Gum helps me concentrate.
Pick up the ABC gum. Gum found! Nelson Tethers thinks best when he's chewing gum. Any kind of gum. Find discarded gum and use it to get a hint during a sticky puzzle. So this is the gimmick with the gum, and that's why I didn't mention the hints. For each puzzle, you can get up to 3 hints of increasing severity, with the last one solving a part of the puzzle for you. But to get each hint, you need to use pieces of gum. So in a lot of these scenes, sometimes we'll see bits of gently used gum around the scenery, and we'll pick that up, and we'll be able to use that later on to get hints in puzzles. It's a good time. So now we're starting out with 9. Pick that up, get 10. And there's 12 back there, and I think that's all the gum in this scene that I can see.
Excuse me, you look perplexed.
Puzzles. So many puzzles.
Puzzles? I might be able to help you with that.
Tapeworm Twister. Bo has swallowed a rubber band again. His x-ray shows only tapeworms. Or does it? Rotate segments of the pesky parasites to reveal the hidden object. Alright, so the goal here is we're trying to rotate tiles until we find the rubber band that Bo has swallowed. What we need to do is make a continuous loop here. So let's see what we can do about that. And I think we just did it too. I think this line right here is continuous, right? Yeah, I think so. There's the rubber band. Are we good with everything else? Actually, hang on. There we go. That looks a little better. The other one didn't quite snap on there. I think we're good. Heck of a puzzle there, Rosegard. Am I wrong? Nice. Got that one, too. So that's why you see the little chewed up gum icon next to the hints, because you have to use gum for that. And the dollar sign next to the wrong answers because they keep a running total of the dollar total every time you fail, and keep racking them up down there.
Solved. Now maybe you can relax a little.
With the whispers. If it's an acrostical enigma, maybe it's a Baltimore trans-deletion. The whispers?
Or not.
Alright, so he's kind of a crazy person. Good to know, good to know. Oh, what else is there to see in here? Look at that. Wants me to look at the door in the back.
Someone left a screwdriver in the alley beside the hotel. Looks clean. Probably of no consequence.
Alright.
Winner undeclared in local contest.
Oh, so this is an optional puzzle, which sometimes you get by clicking around. So we don't have to do this one. We can give it a shot if we'd like. Arm Wrestling Redo. The Annabelle Grill Ladies Arm Wrestling Tournament is over and the judge missed it. Read the 4 statements and help determine the winner. Now this one I remember having a lot of trouble with, so feel free to jump in on this one. So there's the 4 contestants, and there is our extremely confused judge right there. Let's see. Well, clearly it's not her, because I don't think she would be naming someone else if she's the one that won. I don't think it's this one right here, because she says she was outmatched, and also she has the skinniest arms. I don't know what she's doing here. And so that leaves one of the 2 at the bottom as the winner here. There it gets tricky from there. How do you even go about this one? You know, I think I see this one. But right here, she is mentioning that she was outmatched by the Grizzly Grip. And this one says Flo's Grizzly Grip couldn't whip me. So that implies that whoever had that was A, not her, and B, lost to her. I think it's gonna be her. Let's give it a shot. I might check out the how just to see what logic they have right there. We got it though. Let's see. How do they want me to get that? The 4-person tournament means there were 3 matches. Oh, alright, so that's what I wasn't thinking of the brackets there either. That's smart. In the first 2 matches, 2 competitors were eliminated. In the final match, the 2 winners faced off, the winner that was champion. Flo, who had the Grizzly grip, won 1 match and lost another. That's only possible if she won her first match, proceeded to the final match, then lost. So the woman who beat it was the winner. Clever. Clever, I like it.
That was a tricky one.
It actually was. And a little piece of gum up there. Let's grab that. And one right here. Let's see what else is there to see here.
Well, these are interesting.
Creepy.
Yeah, those are Scoggins gnomes. All the tourists love them. But I think one has gone missing. I swear I had 6 of them. I took a picture when I set it up, but I guess I lost it. I still have the film negative, though.
Negative gnomes. A ceramic gnome has disappeared from the hotel display, but which gnome? Identify the gnome in Martha's photo negative that doesn't appear in the display. Alright, so right up here in the top right we have the actual view of the display, and down here we have the photo negative. So I know from experience that photo negatives have reversed colors. So green is going to be pink and pink is going to be green. And we can also tell from the label down at the bottom that this is also backwards in addition to having the colors reversed. So let's see what we can find here. Let's check out the first one. Well, the first one is has a green hat and a pink shirt. So that narrows it down to these 2 already. And since it's backwards, he has his arm on the right side raised. And the one on the left side down. So that's this guy right here. Actually, no, hang on. Because we forgot his facing as well. He should be looking to the right. Wait, did we find it already? No. No, he's this guy right here, right? Yeah, no, he's just this guy. So he should be fine. Let's check the next one. Or let's check this one then, since this one's also got a green hat and a pink shirt, and that should be this one, if it's the other one here, but he's not. Because he should be backwards, so I think it's this one. Easy enough. When we get it right. Process of elimination, narrowing it down a little bit. There we go. That was another optional one, I'm pretty sure.
Well, one of your gnomes has most definitely run off.
Oh my, wouldn't that be something?
Alright, I think we're good here. Let's head outside and get over to the eraser factory. See what we can find out and maybe talk to that Sheriff Bog guy.
The residents of Scoggins seem nice enough. Aside from one wild goose chase, everyone's been cooperative.
Hey, Bjorn.
Plus, it looks like I'm primed for all the hot dish I can eat. It remains to be seen if that's a good thing. I got a map from the hotel owner, so I'm heading over to the eraser factory. Agent Tethers out. Am I supposed to be saying that?
Get on the snowmobile. Let's do it. Select the factory. Alright, so right now we've only got 2 locations we can visit. It looks like Valda's Inn and the Eraser Factory. I also see Scoggins Farm, the Lodge, Park and Gazebo, the Sheriff's Station, Kutonka K-12 School, Breeze Fork, Athabascan Woods, some ice fishing huts, and the Moosier Diner. Well, that's one way to lock a door, I suppose. Interesting.
Interesting. Out at the eraser factory. The doors to the factory are very locked. Some sort of custom-built contraption has got this place locked up tighter than Fort Knox. The device seems damaged, though. It seems to be missing a piece.
Yeah, big old gear in the middle. It's weird.
Hi, Sheriff Bog. Yeah, I'm Nelson Tethers of the FBI's Department of
Agent
Puzzle...
Tethers, good to meet you. We got a real mess here. Yes, we do.
We do?
Oh, yes. It's gonna be a while before we can get this factory running again.
But my job is to get this factory back to making erasers.
Agent Tethers, you're in a right pickle.
Well, I should probably ask you some questions about the incident then.
That's what I'd do if I was a big, important FBI boy.
Oh, good. He's going to be one of those local types worried I'm stepping on his territory, isn't he? Well, the sign says no trespassing. That just makes sure no one does. I mean, I'm pretty sure no one will ever trespass whether they belong here or not, so that'll work, I suppose.
What was this incident?
Well, we don't need to be dramatic.
What happened?
There was an explosion.
What?
Oh, yeah. A big explosion. And the foreman just never came home.
Alright.
When did the accident take place?
Well, I've been trying to figure that out myself. Here's what I know.
Alright, so this one's a mandatory puzzle, so let's figure this one out. The Rest Easy Guard Service was employed to keep watch over the factory from midnight to midnight yesterday, so that's a 24-hour period. No need to be dramatic. It was just an explosion. I think that's why Nelson was as shocked as I was, because yes, you need to be dramatic about that. So a 24-hour period from midnight to midnight. From their statements, can you determine the time of the big noise? Alright, so we've got 4 people making statements right there. Yeah, sorry about the bus, Nina. Let's see, so the first one, Bernie says, boom, 1 hour before the last shift started. So if we can determine how long the last shift is, we're good. Pop says he got the shortest shift at 3 hours. L says only Bernie put in the full 8 hours. And Iggy says he worked from 6 till he was relieved. But so we know when Iggy started, but not how long he worked. We know how long Pop worked. Oh, this is tricky. This is tricky. So, see, I don't know if we're supposed to assume when Bernie worked from the 2 statements right there. I'm not sure if we can draw any conclusions from that. As he says 1 hour before the last shift started, but does that mean he heard the explosion? He was there for one of those 2 shifts or not? Not sure. Like I said, since this is an adventure game, if anyone's looking at one of these and sees a solution, feel free to jump in on that. Alright, so Iggy said he worked from 6 until he was relieved. Now we don't know if that's 6 a.m. or 6 p.m. is the other problem, because if we're going from midnight to midnight, those would both be in there somewhere. Let's assume for a second it was 6 p.m. That would leave a 12-hour period right there, and we know he didn't work 8 hours. Right, so minus Bernie, we've got 16 hours left to work with. And we know that Pop worked 3 hours, so we can subtract that, and that gives us 13 hours left to play with. Alright, so let's assume that Iggy worked at 6 p.m., like I said. Just for a second. So that leaves a 12-hour period right there. And we know he didn't work 8 hours. So I don't know that it makes sense for him to have worked at 6 p.m. He didn't work 8 hours and he didn't work 3, so it would have been somewhere in between. Oh, I think he must have worked at 6 a.m. About the only thing I could think. Oh no, that would be, sorry. So that would be 6 hours if you worked from 6 to midnight. suppose is possible? This is really tough. I feel like I'm supposed to be assuming something that I'm not getting here. Yeah, 16 minus 3 is 13. Iggy worked from 6 to relieved. So you're thinking Iggy worked 6 hours. See, that would mean if Iggy worked at 6 p.m., that would mean he worked from 6 till midnight. But we know that the explosion happened an hour before the last shift, so is it possible that the explosion happened at 5 p.m.? No, what do you mean he got relieved? No, if they're just overnight watchmen, then I'm going to assume that he didn't get relieved. If it was the last shift, then hopefully that means that maybe that's what he's saying. Is if he got relieved, then it wasn't the last shift. Hey Valkos, welcome back in. How are we feeling? I'm feeling pretty good. I'm holding up pretty well. We've beaten 2 games so far. We're on game number 3. We're going to try and beat this one as well. And we're doing adventure game rules, so if you, I don't know if you enjoy puzzles, but if you do, feel free to jump in with any answers you see. The backseating rules are very relaxed when we're doing adventure games. Iggy and Bob. Iggy worked from 6 till he was relieved. Papa worked 3 hours. Oh, sure, feel free. This one's a tricky one. I'm struggling with it a little. So Iggy and Pop. You're thinking maybe Pop relieved Iggy? Iggy would only be working 4 hours if that was the case, if he worked 6 p.m. Probably couldn't even beat Monkey Island 3 these days. I'm a little worried about playing the old Monkey Island games myself, Drab, because I struggled with Monkey Island back in the day, too. I can't even think what we do there. The objective of this one is these 4 guys right here are the night security guards. They worked from midnight to midnight the previous day. At some point during the previous day, there was a big explosion. That's what Bernie's talking about. And we need to figure out when that explosion happened, sometime between midnight and midnight. Based on these 4 statements right here. It doesn't make sense? I mean, yeah, if you can't have Pop relieve Iggy, because that would mean Iggy only worked 3 hours. So Iggy must have worked at 6 a.m. So 6 a.m. Iggy worked from 6 a.m. to noon. Let's see. So if he worked 6 a.m. to noon, I mean, they might have just talked. I'm not sure if we're supposed to imply something from that. That's what I was saying before. So let's assume that's taken up. Iggy works from 6 to noon. So then at noon, let's say Bernie works there. Bernie works there and he works 8 hours. That only takes him to 8 p.m. That gives a 4-hour shift right there. And that can't be possible. It can't be possible either. Yeah, the important question is who has the last shift. That's the important one, because if we know who has the last shift, we can figure that out. LTG, you assume the answer would be 5. What got you thinking about that? But yeah, Drav, we need to figure out who had the last shift, because then we can figure out how long the last shift was, and then we can figure out what's 1 hour before that. So let's see. I wonder if Pop worked the last shift is my question. I'm trying to work it out in my head here. Whatever we do, we need to get Iggy situated. Iggy is working at one of the 6s. That's the important part. So if Iggy started at 6. Let's say 6 a.m. And someone would have needed to cover the 6 hours before that. So let's say Al worked from midnight to 6 a.m. That's 6 hours. And then Iggy worked... What if Iggy worked from 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. at 7 hours? And then at 1 p.m. he's relieved by Bernie, who works 8 hours, taking him to 9 p.m. And then Pop relieves him at 9, working 3 hours. I think that works. I think that works. Yeah, all shifts put together are supposed to equal 24 hours and going from midnight to midnight. Kyo, you guess Al worked from 12 to 6? It's not the shortest shift at 6 hours? That's what I'm thinking. So Al works from midnight to 6 a.m. Iggy works from 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. at 7 hours. Then Bernie relieves him and works from 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. That's 8 hours, just like I said. And then Pop takes the last 3. I think that's it. I think that's it. So, that's true. 1 hour before Pop's shift at 9 would be 8. If I'm thinking about this correctly, which I think I am. Let's give it a shot. It's a tough one, sure. I did mention they'd get tougher. Oh, we did it, yes! Let's check out how they got to the answer, I'm curious. Thank you for the GG, Nina. Thank you, Velcos, as well. Alright, so Bernie worked 8 hours of the 24-hour day, and Pop worked 3. We knew that for certain. So then they put together, Al worked 6 and Iggy worked 7, which is their remaining time. And Neekums, thank you for the 56-person auto-host. To anyone currently taking a rest in Neekums' stream, welcome in. Hope you enjoy. Iggy had to start at 6 a.m. because he was relieved as another guard. That's what I said. He had to have worked 6 a.m. Al came first and worked the 6-hour shift. Then Iggy started at 6 a.m. and at 1 p.m. Bernie worked the 3rd shift since he heard the noise. So Bernie did hear the noise. And his shift went to 9 p.m. So that was, we were supposed to assume that Bernie heard the noise. Alright, that was the missing piece right there. Thank you for the shout out, LTG. Whew, that was a tricky one.
If there was an explosion at that time, wouldn't the icicles on the building have been knocked off?
Good point. Maybe they grew back.
That's odd. Why would he lie about there being an explosion?
What happened to the foreman? My notes don't have a lot of details.
Well, we're still trying to figure that out. One day after work, Mr. Dabner just never came home. The accident was pretty bad.
Oh, is there a body?
Nope, he's just gone. Isaac Davner's his name, if you don't have that in your notes.
We don't even know if he died in that explosion?
Won't be able to find that out till we find a way into the factory.
That's odd. So there's an explosion and then Isaac didn't come home, but we don't know if he was actually injured in the explosion. That's interesting.
What did your investigation turn up?
Not much. I can't figure out how to get past this lock.
Well, that's because it's missing a piece. I can see that just by looking at it.
So it is. I guess that's why you make the big bucks, right?
That's right, sir.
That is actually correct, yes.
Well, I don't seem to be getting a lot of answers.
Listen, why don't you meet me down at the Moose Ear Diner later? I have some files related to the case that you may be able to help me with.
Oh, okay, but I really think...
Agent Tethers, it's a pleasure working with you. You're doing a great job. I'll meet you at the Moose Ear in a bit.
All right. Hey there, Ralphine, welcome in. This is Puzzle Agent 1. I've played both of them. I really prefer Puzzle Agent 2 to the second one, but I really enjoy this one. You're a little worried about Bog. Bog's, I can't tell if he's just being standoffish or whether he actually knows something more than he's saying. Let's head over to the Moose here and see what we can find out. And we got access to it now, so we can head straight over. Hey, dude. Nothing? Nothing at all?
Excuse me, I see you're working on your sign. Is it safe for me to go into the diner? Excuse me.
Gotta fix the sign.
Man, everybody's so friendly in this town. Grab the gum real quick.
Something wrong with your sign? I said, is there something wrong with...
You a cop? I ain't got time for cops.
I'm not a cop.
Who's this guy?
I gotta get this sign fixed before it gets dark. I don't want to be out here after dark, if you know what I mean.
I don't.
I don't, actually. What do you mean by that?
It's just a fuse, but I can't remember which one it is. Not with all the whispers in my head.
What? Whispers?
Get the fuse for me. I'm getting cold out here.
Whispers. It feels like a group of people Walking Dead. Everyone's all mysterious and weird. I always like to compare this game to Twin Peaks, which I love that show. But yeah, you're right. Everyone in this town is being pretty weird so far. Find the fuse. The repairman has forgotten which fuse he needs to use, even though he coded them so he wouldn't forget. Select the fuse that completes the sequence. And this is another one that I think you either get right away or you're going to struggle with. So this is the first fuse, the second fuse, we're missing the third, and there's the fourth. And these are the 4 fuses that could go right there. So let me know, yes or no, do you see which one it is, Chad? I'm curious. It's just like that one with the room number. This is one you either tend to get super quickly, or you overthink immediately and are going to struggle a lot with. I'm curious if anyone sees it right off the bat. But I definitely see this one. Batshine, hey, welcome, and you see it? LTG, you think it's the 4th one? Anybody else before we pick it? Alright, so here's the trick to this one. Here's the trick. Let me show you. Take your finger and put it on the screen in just a second. Because if you look at the first fuse, that's a 1 and an inverted 1. That's a 2 and an inverted 2. That's a 4 and an inverted 4. So we need the fuse that has the 3 and the inverted 3. Like I said, it's one of those ones you either see immediately or you're struggling with. Let's see, Kiyoya. Twin Peaks, that's the show with the super creepy opening, right? Yeah, that was the one with the super creepy opening. I loved that opening, though. You totally didn't see that? Oh my gosh. It's, like I said, so you either see it immediately or you're going to struggle. The first time I did this puzzle, I struggled. I'm like, what are all these symbols? I don't understand. Yeah, it's the one with the 3 on it. Oh, is that the Twin Peaks theme there, LTG? Thank you for linking that, if so. That is, yes, I love that intro. We got it! Sign fixed! But why didn't he want to be out after dark? Is that just him being quirky, or does he have a good reason for that?
That should do it.
Hey, what do you know? This ought to keep the little buggers away.
Little... what?
I'm sorry, little buggers?
I gotta finish getting this sign mounted. See you later. Well, we'll see.
Little buggers?
I don't suppose you know anything about the eraser factory accident?
Don't suppose I do.
Of course, he already said he hates cops, so maybe he's just lying to us.
Did you know Isaac Davner?
Not much. Heard he had some kind of accident. Feel bad for his wife, Glory. Such a pretty girl.
I should really talk to her. Do you know where I can find her?
Yes, I do.
So, where can I find her?
Inside.
Oh. So Isaac's got a wife named Glory, and she should be inside the diner. You should watch that show sometime to see what it's about. It's a very hit or miss show. Some people are going to be passionately in love with it, and some people are going to hate it. I'd recommend it for that one, just watch the first episode. And if by the time you finish the first episode, if you're not ravenous for more, you're probably not going to enjoy it too much. But me, I love Twin Peaks.
Goodbye.
Alright, let's head inside. Bunch of friendly looking locals in here. Well, let's talk to Sheriff Bog first, I suppose.
Hello, Sheriff.
Agent Tethers, good. You're here.
Yeah, listen, I wanted to ask you...
No time. I got a hunch about the factory. I got security camera records here of people leaving the factory.
Good. It'd be helpful to talk with whoever left last.
Exactly what I was thinking. I mixed up the photos so we can put them back in the right order.
I'm sorry, what?
What? Why would you do that?
You know how it is.
No, I don't. That's evidence.
Why would he do that? Is he not one of those you gotta watch 10 episodes before you know shows? What show? I'm curious. Oh, Fushigi Yugi. I've never seen that one either. Do I have to watch like 10 episodes first? But yeah, I hate doing that. I hate being like, oh, just watch, Oh, and Naruto is the same way, back when I used to watch that. You really gotta watch like 10 or 15 episodes before you get to the good bit. Because you can't really just skip over the first arc, but it's terrible. Let's see, Ralphine, if you love Twin Peaks atmosphere, you recognize the weird cube puzzle games by Rusty Lake. Yes, I've heard about Rusty Lake. I've never tried those yet. I'm gonna have to look into those, Ralphine. Thank you for letting me know. Security screw-up rearranged Sheriff Boggs' photos to show the order in which the factory workers left. Alright, so we got 4 photos. We just need to figure out the order. Oh, really? You were hooked right away. Alright, fair enough. I prefer to get to the Chunin exam arc before things start really getting interesting, but I suppose that's a matter of preference right here. This one actually looks pretty easy. I think this one's first because there's no tracks in the snow and there's a car outside. Then this one's second, because you can actually see there is a pair of tracks of snow, he's just walking through them. Then this one's third because there's still a car there but he's walking off towards it. And then in the fourth one there's tracks going off to the car is gone, and there's still those 2 tracks right there. I think we got this one. It's the LTG, the only show you like enough to recommend the first episode to Bakuman and Ori Monogatari. I don't think I've seen either of those, so yeah, they might be criminally underrated. Did we get it? Nice. I kind of love the moment of suspense this game gives you before they actually stamp the accepted on there, where you're wondering, like, is that what the right answer? Did I get it? Is everything cool?
This should clear things up.
Yeah, that seems about right. Looks like the last one out was Mike Lobb.
You think he might have had something to do with the accident?
Probably. Why don't you head out to the ice fishing huts on Lake Svens? When he's not working, he's usually there trying to dead stick a lunker.
Got it. No, wait. Do what to a what?
Catch some fish. He's got himself a bright orange vest. Can't miss him. Anyway, to get there, you can take the snowmobile out to Sesame Woods. But you'll have to hoof it from there.
Alright, so Mike Lobb was the last one leaving the factory, wearing a bright orange vest. So, we'll have to question him to see if he knows anything about the accident. Oh, yeah, I did hear about that one, LTG. That sounded kind of interesting. Love story with the most likable cast ever. That's a bold claim.
What do you know about Glory Davner?
Foreman's wife. Poor girl, she's a sweet kid. Her family's lived in this town for generations.
Maybe she has something to do with the accident.
That's ridiculous.
It could be an insurance...
Now you just leave poor Glory alone. She's having a hard enough time without you getting all accusatory.
Alright, so he doesn't want me accusing Glory of anything interesting. I think it's about time that there Mountie got off his keister and did his job, eh? Oh, I think you're about right about that, Elena. I think you're about right about that.
What was the name of the factory worker I'm looking for?
The last guy to leave the factory was Mike Lobb. Drive out to Sesame Woods, then walk the trail out to the ice fishing huts.
Is there anything I should know about the Sesame Woods?
Well, they've got the odd wolverine in them,
What?
but they're probably hibernating or migrating or the like.
One of the two, perhaps.
I better get back to it.
You betcha.
I know he said not to talk to Glory, but it's... What is that?
There's some tobacco on the counter. Smells like cherry. I guess the waitress hasn't been in much of a cleaning mood lately.
Cherry tobacco on the counter. Alright. Well, let's talk to Glory.
Excuse me, ma'am. Miss? Waitress lady?
Welcome to the Moose Ear Diner. I'll be right with you.
Can I help you with that?
Rearranging rations. Glory is distracted by the puzzle of food she's preparing to serve. Fit all the food items on the plate in such a way that none of them overlap to get her attention. She's right there! Oh goodness, this looks difficult. Alright, so let's assume that some of these are going to fit the curve of the plate. Let's see if we can find where these might fit in the curve. Oh, or they snap together when we get the right arrangement. That's good too. That's good as well. No, that doesn't fit in there. This looks tricksy. Bacon looks like it would go at the bottom. Let's put that down there. And this fish looks like it's meant to fit something like chicken wing, maybe? No, it does not fit the chicken wing, but I'm sure this fits in somewhere shiesty. How about this? Where's that gonna go? This is a tricky one, because this one I can't really ask any of you folks for help for. Because I don't know what you'd say. Oh, there we go. Alright. We can squeeze that in there. Oh, hey, and that snaps onto the carrot, so we're getting somewhere there. Yeah, we're getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. Just keep going now. With that. There we go, and that snaps right in there. With the mushroom, can I grab this? Right there. Pork chop. Bacon. Perfect. That is a very strange arrangement of food, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Thank goodness those snap together, otherwise that would be kind of a nightmare. Bingo! And it only cost the government $75,000.
There you go. Delicious.
Thanks.
So, what's good here?
I don't know. It's all fine.
Oh, okay. What's your name?
Lori Davner.
Oh, haha. So, I'm Nelson. Are you feeling okay?
Yes. No. I'm just thinking about my husband.
What's wrong with your husband, ma'am? Is he okay?
He will be.
Well, I'm with the FBI's Department of Puzzles Research. I need to ask you a few questions.
He will be? What does that mean?
An accident at the eraser factory caused it to shut down. Do you know anything about that?
Of course I do.
What have you heard?
Well, nothing really. I mean, just that it was an accident like everyone says.
Darn if that was an evasion. Alright, you're gonna crash Valkos? I'm really glad you liked seeing me while the sun was actually up. It was a real pleasure having you here, Valkos. You have yourself a good rest. Thank you for stopping by. You take care of yourself, and hopefully I'll see you around.
The factory foreman, Isaac Davner. He was your husband?
Yes,
Oh, I'm so sorry. There's not much in my files about him.
that's okay. He's a great man. I'm so proud of him.
For...
Just so proud.
Oh, okay.
What on earth is she talking about?
The repairman outside seems a bit odd. Anything I should know about him?
Well, I think he's got a bit of a crush on me, but he's harmless.
Could he have hurt your husband to get to you?
Oh no, he wouldn't hurt a fly. He even avoids stepping on rocks so he won't accidentally hurt any critters living below. I wish people wouldn't tease him for that, Daryl.
Has the factory closure affected business?
Yeah, people tend to hang around here longer now that they aren't going to work. Normally, that'd be a good thing, but I've been pretty distracted.
I see that. Maybe I can help.
Diners and dishes. When these three couples walked into the diner, Glory thought she knew what each would order. She was wrong, and now she's forgotten who gets what. Here's what she does recall. Nobody ordered a meal resembling their spouse. One lady ordered a meal resembling the fish-eating man sitting next to her. Only one patron resembles his or her meal, and the ham plate should be set down next to the banana split. Oh, this is going to be complicated. Oh, oh wow, they're hideous. They're all hideous. Alright, so no one has... Let's see, no one has a meal resembling their spouse. That's easy enough. They're talking about what the actual meals look like, since all of these people look like food. We've got the fish lady. We've got, I assume that's the... That's the turkey? No, that's... The burger guy? He must be the burger guy. We've got the ice cream dude, the chicken lady, the onion ring guy, and the pork woman. Goodness, so what are the other rules? One lady ordered a meal resembling the fish-eating man sitting next to her. So that means... So whoever's eating... Oh my god, that one's complicated, actually. One lady ordered a meal resembling the fish-eating man sitting next to her. So whoever is eating fish, the woman next to him is eating something that looks like him. Only one patron resembles his or her meal, and the ham plate should be set down next to the banana split. I think number 2 is going to be the key right here. One lady ordered a meal resembling the fish-eating man sitting next to her. So we know this guy isn't eating fish because no one ordered a meal resembling their spouse. And we know she didn't order fish because even though one patron is eating a dish that resembles them, that's not a lady, so that can't be next to, I believe. So that means either the ice cream cone guy or the onion guy are eating the fish. So just for the sake of argument, wait, hang on a second. The fish-eating man sitting next to her. So let's assume that's onion guy. And the chicken lady is eating onion rings. One lady ordered a meal resembling the fish-eating man next to her. I think that makes sense. Alright, so what's the next one we should look at? The ham plate should be set down next to the banana split. So that leaves these right here. He could be eating the banana split. So let's say he's eating his own thing and the ham plate's right there. Let's see if there's any other rules we're breaking here. Nobody ordered a meal resembling their spouse. I think we're good on that. No, we're good there so far. Only one patron resembles his or her meal. We're good there. I think we might have solved it. But now I don't know where to put the... Or no, the burger wouldn't be here because he's the burger guy, so the burger has to be there. Chicken has to be there. I think we got it. Let's find out. You think that's it, Nina? I'm got my fingers crossed. Yes! That was a tough one. But a fun one. That was a nice, logical, straightforward one. Whew.
That wasn't so tough.
Yeah, I guess not.
Could I have a bit more of your time, ma'am?
Sure.
Oh, no, that's all the questions. Alright, who else is there to talk to in
Hello,
here?
gentlemen. A bit early for a lunch break, isn't it?
Until the eraser factory opens again, Daryl and I have nowhere else to go.
Yeah, me and Daryl got nowhere else to go.
Oh, that's great. Then you don't mind if I ask you a few questions?
Yeah. As soon as I get these bugs back in place.
What? Why do you have bugs in a diner?
You gonna help or not?
Daryl's famous insect collection has gone AWOL. Box them back up again by stringing lines between adjoining points, keeping these rules in mind. LTG, they took our germs! They took our germs! Alright, so here's the rules. Enclose all the bugs using the fewest number of lines to draw a box possible. A box can be any size, but it must be four-sided, so all the boxes have to be rectangles. Look at germs. Bugs of the same kind can share a box. Each green grass grazer, the grasshoppers, need 3 squares of territory, including the one it's on, like this. Each pink puddle paddler needs 2, including the square it's on, like that. Alright, I think I understand. So, for example, we could draw that, and that means these each have 3 spaces. They can share the same thing. That should be good. And then we could do this. So they're each sharing a space, but there's a total of 4 squares. They each get 2. I think that's good. How about this? Can we do that? That's 6 squares for 2 grasshoppers. I think that should be good. And then we can do 4 squares for 2 pink ones. I think that's good. Yeah, same thing we did up there. And then these guys get 4 as well. I think we just did it. Nice and symmetrical as well. They took your germs, but they can't take you alive, LTG. Is that what you're saying? They'll take your germs, but they'll never take your freedom! And yeah, we got that one. That was a nice, easy one. Booyah!
Oh, look at that! He did it!
Yes. Now, will you answer my questions?
Sure. Fire 'em at me.
You two are employed at the factory. Would you say it's a safe place to work?
Well, safe as any other place, I guess.
Yeah, except the new wing is haunted.
No, it isn't. You better quit listening to those hippies.
Why do you think the new wing is haunted?
When the factory expanded, we built a new wing. A bunch of locals got angry. We had to clear out part of the forest to do it.
Because spirits live in the forest.
Huh.
You mentioned something about spirits in the forest. Really?
Depends on who you ask.
You won't see me out in the woods after sundown.
Well, me neither. But there ain't no spirits.
Do you guys know what happened to the foreman?
Yeah, the lobster bit him.
Shut up, Daryl.
What do you mean a lobster bit him?
He means Mike Lobb. Mike and Isaac didn't get along all the time. Had a little bit of a fight.
That's because Isaac thought he was smarter than all of us floor guys.
Well, he probably is.
No, he ain't. Just because he's a college boy don't make him smart.
Alright, so Isaac and Mike Lobb got in a fight. They didn't like each other very well. And then Mike Lobb was the last person leaving the factory before the accident. Suspicious.
What do you know about the guy fixing the sign outside?
Randall Scruffman. Weird guy. He thinks the trees talk to him.
Yeah, but he sure picked the right line of work. He's gonna be employed forever. Stuff always needs fixing.
I think he looks extra hard for stuff to fix around here.
Yeah, so he can be close to Glory. She's the waitress here. Sweeter than moose milk in the morning.
So confirming that the sign repair guy has a crush on Glory.
Thanks, gentlemen.
Anytime.
But Glory claims that he wouldn't hurt anybody. Now, one last guy in the back
Hi
here.
there. I'm Agent Tethers with the FBI. Sir, you seem stressed. Do you know something about the factory you'd like to let me in on?
I don't know anything.
Sir, it's against the law to withhold information or lie to a federal agent.
Yeah, I'm into some stuff.
He's into some stuff, he says. Forest spirits have been known to haunt new factory wings by making everyone look like they are animated and drawn in pencil. Oh my gosh. They've struck Shayna's bot. The bot knows. Let's kind of figure out what kind of stuff he's into.
So, what's your name?
Steve?
Sir, I'm here about the factory. If you've got nothing to do with it, then however you spend your time doesn't concern me. There's nothing you can tell me about the factory?
I don't commingle with the factory folk.
You haven't heard about anything suspicious going on, have you?
Nothing more than usual.
Nothing more than usual, he says. Rigged.
What stuff are you into?
I airlift wooden gnomes out of Scoggins. With birds.
What?
To where? Why? How?
Black market trinket rings. Big money.
Couldn't you just use the mail?
I guess not. Loner Steve trains birds to transport freight. Tonight's shipment just departed, but Steve forgot to note the quantity. Can you determine the number of gnomes? Here's the rules. Each type of bird has a certain weight limit. Each bird is shown carrying the maximum amount it can. Birds may team up on heavy loads, each carrying what he can. Freight must be balanced evenly between the bird's two legs. Alright. At the cost of a stamp, never. LTG knows. LTG knows. Okay, so two of the bags we can see already. That one's got 3 gnomes in it, and that one's got 2 gnomes in it. And this bluebird is carrying this bag all by itself, so a bluebird's weight limit is 2 gnomes. Okay. So how do we solve this one? Like, I'm not even sure I understand this one. Check the rules one more time. Each bird has a certain weight limit, right? Each bird can carry a maximum amount of stuff. Each bird is shown carrying the maximum amount it can. Gotcha. Birds may team up on heavy loads, each carrying what he can. Freight must be balanced evenly between a bird's 2 legs. Nina, you're thinking the larger birds can hold 3? Alright, so... do you think the ducks can carry 3 and the bluebirds can carry 2? I'm not sure if I understand what they mean about splitting it. Yeah, so if that works, what does that leave us with, Nina? What are you thinking? The ducks look so sad. They look like they're having a bad day, certainly. They look like they do not enjoy having stuff strapped to them. I don't know, this one's hard. This one's going over my head, if nothing else. I'm curious if anyone's got guesses in here. So Nina, you're thinking 1, 3, 2, 6, 3, 1? So you're thinking a total of 16, if I'm getting that right? Anyone else get any guesses? Because I'm honestly stumped on this one. I think something about the instructions isn't sitting good with me. Because they mentioned that the bird's legs have to be balanced. They're carrying the same weight on each leg. But when they've got two birds strapped to one package, the weight can be split between them. Let's check that out. You're saying this one... Okay, you think the middle one is 4 instead of 6? Let's check it out. So, 1 here. That means it's carrying 1 there. That means this duck is carrying 2 here. And that would mean there'd have to be 2 here. And then there could be another 2 here that he's carrying. That would make it 4. And then another 2 here, and then a 1 here, and a 1 there? No, that's all there is right there. I think it is 4, so let's try that one. So that would make it... So that would make it 14, right? Are we thinking 14? If I'm adding that up right? Yeah, I think it's 14. Let's try submitting 14. Let's see if that gets us. Boom! Nicely done. Nina, Kiyuya, good tag team right there. I thank you so much for that. Good work, good work.
Another puzzle solved.
And that was an optional one too, I suppose. Alright, so we need to go find Mike Lobb now. It started snowing though, that's worrying. Sign's on though. What the hell is that?
The snow must be playing tricks on my eyes. For a second, I thought I saw... It doesn't matter. I'm on my way to question Mike Lobb at the ice fishing huts. But to get there, I have to go through Sesame Woods. That doesn't sound dangerous at all.
Chet, did you see anything just there? Did you see something behind his sled? 'Cause I thought I saw something there. Alright, so yeah, we can't go directly to the ice fishing huts right now. We have to go to Sesame Woods. Oh, that wasn't weird at all. Mike? Is that Mike? There were tiny footprints by the door? Seriously, Nina? I didn't notice that. Oh no, that's worrying.
Hello?
Ugh.
I think I found Mike Lobb. Man, late 30s. Looks like he froze to death, trying to solve some sort of problem. I'm gonna have a look.
He froze to death trying to solve a puzzle? Menacing map. Was Mike Lobb following Isaac? Rotate tiles to chart a path from Mike to the ice fishing hut. But beware lest the path intersect with one upon which a shadowy figure lurks. Now, what is it, LT? Why are there all the puzzles here? I need to get Mike Lobb to the fishing hut without intersecting a shadowy figure. Oh, and the shadowy figures look like creepy gnomes. That's not good. Let's see. How do we get him? How do we get him there? Well, trying to avoid some of these gnomes. I know some of them. It looks like we can't just like not go to because they've got a 4 things and a 4 things. So there's no way I would have disconnected that. It doesn't really matter there. Call these gnomes in English? Makes sense. What are you thinking, Q? Yeah, I'm curious now. Alright, so that should get him there. Here, here. So that'll get him there, and he doesn't have to cross any of the gnomes to get there. So I think that should be safe. Let's see. Hopefully that's what they're looking for here. That is not what they're looking for. Does your path intersect with the hidden person path? But like there isn't any way to not have this gnome intersect with anything. Like we can't cut him off. I mean, maybe there has to be no possible way to get to the guy whatsoever, but I don't think we can. That must be it. We have to find a path where there is no possible way to intersect with a gnome. But that's bonkers. That's crazy enough bananas. That makes this puzzle a lot more difficult, but we'll see what we can do. Alright, so I think that's the only way in, is we have to come from this direction. Cut him off there. Alright, I think we're good now. No, right here. No, it's connected right there. Darn it. Can we swap that? Alright, I think we got it now. Well, in Swedish, we call Santa Claus the Christmas gnome, or the gnome, for short. So we tend to think of Tomten as being about big beard Christmas guy, unless we say forest gnome or something. So these guys with the pointy hats, I'd call them gnome, I guess. They're small Santas. That is really cute. Proof of language butchering right here. That is adorable. Are you thinking, you guys, LTG and Nina, you think this is a good one right here? I'll take one last check. Make sure all the baddies are cut off from everyone. Alright, I think we're good. Let's try this one. You see arrowheads in there, Drav? I wasn't even looking that closely. There we go. Guess you're the violent one, Drav? Oh no. So we did have wrong answers, so we only get 7 stars that time, and we get excellent instead of top agent.
Aha! No puzzle's gonna stop me in my tracks. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean...
Oh, God!
Ah!
They tried to take him. The lock must not.
The lock on the factory door.
Key.
Mike?
What is this thing? I think I found something important in the hands of a dead lobster. I'm going to hold on to it for later. The lake with the ice fishing huts is just past the clearing. I'm going to continue on to see if anyone there seems to have this affliction.
So we got what may be the last piece to open the lock on the factory, but Mike seemed to not want the factory opened. I don't know why. Or what happened to Mike? Why did he freeze to death out there? Alright, here's this dude again.
Mr. Scruffman.
You following me, boy?
No, sir.
You look like a lost puppy. Go home, puppy.
I can't leave until I get that factory back open. I have a few more questions for you.
Of course you do.
Is this your hut? It's nice.
Nope.
Oh. Well, what are you doing then?
Fixing stuff. That's my job. Lots of stuff getting broke lately.
Things get broken on these huts a lot?
Everything gets broken a lot. Keeps me busy. Don't get any ideas. I just do my job.
Fixing stuff, LTG. Always fixing stuff.
I understand you have a thing for Mrs. Davner.
No, sir. Just think she's pretty. I expect you do as well.
Where were you on the night of the accident?
Busy. You accusing me of something?
I'm just asking. It's part of my job to be thorough.
I was working at the hotel.
Okay, see? That was easy.
Alright.
Where were you on the night of the accident again?
Working at the hotel.
You had to go through the woods to get here. Didn't you see a guy freezing on a tree stump?
Yep.
Why didn't you help him?
He didn't ask. Best not to interfere with acts of nature.
So you just let a guy die out there?
Had nothing to do with it. The cold will creep right up on you.
Sure. Alright. That's fine.
Thanks for your help. Goodbye. Mr. Scruffman claims he was working the night of the accident. I'm headed over to the hotel to check out his story now.
See if there's anything else to see here before we leave.
Found some freshly caught fish out on the lake. Looks like something has started eating them before they've been cooked.
The hell is eating raw fish out here? What a nice guy. I know everyone's being so helpful out here, Kiyuya. So very helpful. Hey, Mike. Still here, I see. Good deal. Good emote, LTG. Alright, so... head back to Valda's Inn and see if we can confirm his alibi.
Hello again, Mr. Bjorn.
Yeah,
Do you know Randall Scruffman?
I do. He's a good man. Good stock.
Despite his stock, you think he could have had anything to do with the accident at the factory?
Why don't you just let things run their course? Accidents happen, Mr. Tethers.
So, Randall Scruffman.
He's a valuable member of this community, and that'll be enough of you trying to say otherwise.
Okay. Bjorn is Swedish for bear. I did not know that, Kiyuya. Thank you.
Do you think Glory Davner's capable of violence? So that's a no.
He seemed really eager to get me off the trail of Mr. Scruffman as well.
What was that? Heard a crash and a scream coming from inside the inn. Going inside to see what happened. I hope I won't need backup. I heard a scream. Is everything okay in here?
The pipe on the fireplace! I turned my back on it for 1 second and boom!
Okay, don't panic. I'm sure we can find a way to fix it.
Alright, another puzzle right here. Stovepipe Stumper. Rotate tiles to reconstruct the wood stove's flue before the lobby fills with smoke. The stovepipe may split, but all sections must rejoin on the way to the chimney. But before I rush to help, let me talk to myself. Traydog, what? Like any good bat detective, of course. Oh yeah, that's what you're saying, Traydog. You're saying how the fact he did the narration. So if anyone was in any actual danger, if he was in any actual danger, they would have been. Whoa! Oh God!
What the heck was that?
Hurry, it's getting away!
Saw a thing. It stole some pipe. Going after it.
What the hell?
Checking out.
Oh my, but what about my furnace? You're all done?
Yes, ma'am. I'll be calling in the FBI's Gnome Squad. Or the National Guard, or the... someone better equipped to handle your situation.
Oh, I see. Guess I'll be needing to call the sheriff then and let him know.
Excuse me?
Yeah, the sheriff told me to give him a buzz the moment you left town.
Why would the sheriff assume I was leaving so soon?
Oh, I couldn't say. So, will that be on a credit card, or should I just send the bill to Uncle Sam?
What is Sheriff Bog hiding? And that lock, it's on the outside of the door. On second thought, I better stick around, see this through.
Oh, great. Hot dish all around.
I think the sheriff wants me out of town. And what is the deal with that gear I found on Mike Lobb? I need to see a man about a furnace pipe.
So, chat, what do you think? This game weird enough for you yet? Deep breath. Got big gum out here.
What was that thing? What happened? Did it try to eat your ear?
If two rows are white and rotations affect orientation, then...
Huh?
The Maw of Madness. Since Bo's brain got scrambled, all inputs end up in the pit of perplexity. Drag and drop arrows in all empty slots to redirect his stream of thought to the light of lucidity. Oh my goodness. Just meh, Nina. Fair enough. Drag arrows from the menu to each of the highlighted spaces. Your mission is direct Bo's thoughts from Nelson up to the light bulb. Stream of thought will move in the direction of any arrow it hits. A brain tube will cause the stream of thought to bounce off at a right angle. When you think you've arranged the arrows correctly, press submit. Alright, so there's Nelson. There's the highlighted spaces. And there's the light where we need to send it to. And we want to make sure it doesn't go into this spot right there. So, going to go up here. Going to go into this space first. So this is our first goal. And let's see. So let's assume we put one of these right there. It'll go here. It'll go up here. Go this way, and it'll hit here. So what if we were to put one of these right there? Up, over this way, goes down. No, that sends it into the pit. We don't want that. Let's send it this way. This goes down, this way, and into here. Well, let's just send it on its way. Then it goes down, and then we're in a loop again, so that's not what we want. So, let's say that we got that one wrong and put this here. That sends it directly into the pit. No, we don't want that. Alright. Try this again. Like this, like this, like this. Then we go right here. And up here. And that sends it into the pit. Nope. That sends it over here. Oh, I think I see what I did wrong there. So we do that. Sends it down there. Then we do this. Nearly had it left. Which one? Which one? Oh, I think I see what I gotta do. I think I almost have it there. And then we put one of these right there. I think that'll do it. Let me check. Over here. Then up here. Around that way. Around that way. Around that way. This way. Down. Around here. That way. Down. Here. Up. I think that'll do it.
Hello?
Nice! Yeah, I used to love Pipe Dreams. I was so in love with that game that when I played BioShock, that was the thing that made me most excited. was that the hacking puzzles in BioShock are just pipe dream. I'm glad to hear someone else who enjoyed that game as well. Nina, you love those as well? Good deal.
Well, that was a very interesting puzzle, but...
The whispers of the moon crash too loudly.
The whispers what?
Clear the path.
Hey, another gear.
Another gear.
Strange.
I'd better not. Someone left a screw. Looks clean.
I already looked at that then. Let's head back inside. Oh.
What happened?
I got your pipe back. Let's finish putting this back together.
You know, let's just not think about what happened there before. Yeah, we already looked at the newspaper too. That was where the arm wrestling puzzle was. Stovepipe Stumper. Rotate. Yeah, we already did this one. Or we already saw this one, so... check it again. So this is the stove, and it needs to get up to right here. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm okay with this. Everything is good. Nothing is bad. So it's all fine. Just not think about any gnomes. Anything like that. Focus on the positives. Non-gnome related positives. That doesn't seem to work. Try rotating this one again. How about that? There we go. That looks good for the moment. It would have to be like that. That has to be like that. That maybe? No, that doesn't work then. Shoot. Work backwards a little bit too, so we can do that. Right, that looks good. That makes a closed loop right there, so that's good. Heads up through there. And no, that doesn't work right there then. This one doesn't work either. There we go. No, this doesn't work. No, something still must be wrong here. And I think right here maybe? No, that's not going to work. Think. If we can't have a closed end right there, that's not going to work. That's a problem. This one's a bit tricky. What do we do with this then? Am I working backwards a little bit again? Maybe? Possibly? If I could close that loop, that'd be nice, but I don't think there's any way to do that. Got everything but the last couple pieces here, so we're close. think. Wait, did that do it? Did that just do it? Not seeing the openings now. I think that did it. Try submitting it. Looks good, John. Excellent. Excellent. Boom! Alright. Whew. Nearly. Thumbs up. Good deal. Good deal. Alright.
There you go. Your stove's all fixed.
Why, thank you, Mr. Tethers. You FBI types sure are handy.
Thank you. Can I ask you something?
Of course.
You seem relatively coherent. Do people ever talk about seeing, little people in pointy hats?
Oh, the hidden people. Yeah, it's an old Nordic superstition. My grandfather used to tell me stories. They say they live among us in the ground, trees, rocks. But I just know the ones that live in my window.
Yeah, some of the pieces looked a little bit off, but I guess if all the pieces looked exactly on with a continuous line, you'd be able to use that to cheat to get through the puzzle, so they've got a good reason not to do that.
Was Mr. Scruffman working here on the night of the accident?
Yeah, the fence outside was a terrible mess. I think some kids were trying to rip it down or something.
Did it take him long to fix?
Oh yeah, all night. If you're still looking for suspects, I'd start looking at that Bjorn fella. But you didn't hear that from me.
So she confirms Scruffy's alibi, but she says that Bjorn is suspicious.
Can you tell me anything more about the hidden people?
Oh yeah, tourists love the stories. But Bjorn and his friends take them very seriously.
Oh?
Oh yeah, they don't like the decorative gnomes in my window.
Interesting. What's the connection between Bjorn and gnomes?
Well, Mr. Scruffman's alibi checks out. Mike Lobb is dead. And I just saw living garden gnomes. I think I'm gonna head back to the diner and have a chat with Sheriff Bog.
Sounds like a good idea to me. Let's do the thing. That's something you hear up there a lot. It's well, this takes place in Minnesota, Kiyoya, and that's considered to have a place in the United States that has a very, very big Nordic influence. That's probably why. Oh yeah. Have a little bit of gum there. Hey, Sheriff.
I checked up on the repairman. He was working at the hotel on the night of the accident.
Alibi checks out, huh?
He's in the clear. He couldn't have been involved. Have you looked into Bjorn and his friends? He seems to be an avid environmentalist. Perhaps the accident is a political statement.
Nah, Bjorn's always been a major part of this community. Since even before my badge was pinning up my diapers.
You wore a sheriff's badge on your diapers?
This is a community that celebrates its Nordic heritage, Agent Tethers. Not one that advocates violence.
Have you heard about this hidden people superstition?
Hidden people?
Haha.
You had me going there, Tethers. A government agent investigating elves and hippie legends.
Yeah. How'd you going there?
Yeah, wouldn't that be funny?
Well, sounds like you have had a busy day. Let's wrap it up for today and start fresh tomorrow.
But you haven't really done anything. And we're no closer to getting that factory up and running.
Agent Tethers, I'm not from the big city. Around here, we take our time. Keep our heads clear.
As far as I can tell, everyone's heads are filled with puzzles.
Puzzles are a way to keep yourself from asking questions you don't want answers to.
What does that mean?
Means I'll see you in the morning. Agent Tethers.
Everybody here is super creepy. Wonder where Glory went to as well. Well, nothing lurking around the snowmobile this time. That's a good thing. Let's head back to Valda's then? Call it a night? I don't actually know if we can call it a night. Well, we can try and take those gears over to the eraser factory then. Maybe that's a thing. Have a look.
None of these gears fit on this door.
Really? They've got 2 gears, but they don't actually work? That's weird. So much for that theory. Where are we going next? Back in Sesame Woods? Ugh. Yep, Mike's still dead. Okay, I can confirm. Hey, Tukos, welcome back. How are you doing?
Mr. Scruffman?
You still here?
Yes, I am. I still have a couple questions for you.
Or actually, maybe I don't.
Thanks. That's enough.
Where should we go next? I think we've been everywhere and checked everything out. Let's try talking to Valda. Nope. Coffee good, how's Shane? Shane good as well, Tukos. Where is there left to go from here? Oh, hey, this is the thing.
Help wanted.
Oh, that's probably an optional puzzle. New employee error. The varsity Muskrats got after-school job at Hank's window shop, but they can't skip football practice. Help them complete a pass without breaking any glass. What? Oh, alright, I gotta draw a line between them. Between all of them, I assume? Maybe? Bet that's what it is. Now, that guy up in the corner is gonna be a problem. How do we get to him? Here? There we go, alright. Nope, nope, that's a problem too. Oh, we missed this guy here. There we go. No, that doesn't work either. Tricky, tricky. We get in there though, and get to there, and then to there. There we go. I think that's good. I assume that's what they want. Oh, we still missed this guy, didn't we? Gosh darn it. Well, here, can we go to him? Oops, nope, nope. Like that? I think that should work. See if that's what they want. Hang on, is that? Yeah, it is going to him. Alright, cool. Alright, cool. GG, thank you, John. Another optional puzzle solved, I
Well,
assume.
that takes care of that one.
Nothing else to see here, though. I have to start popping around and see if there's any other interaction points we missed around anywhere. Go back to the moose here next. There are some other folks around here we could possibly talk to. Oh! The tracks, right.
There seems to be some tiny footprints in the snow around the diner. But I don't see any kids around here. Possibilities include stealthy children, tiny animals wearing boots, cats wearing shoes, Nice, Nelson. Now that's going in FBI records.
Oops.
And I'm still recording. Tether's out.
Tiny footprints. Hey there, Hexalien. Hey there, Plushie. Welcome in, both of you. Good morning to you, Hexalien. This is Puzzle Agent, one of the earliest of the Telltale games, and a very cool little mystery, very quirky. LTG. Offering up the perfect emote right there. I love it. So that's creepy. Tiny footprints. Tiny booted footprints. Gum right there.
There's some tobacco.
I already saw that.
How are you doing, Steve?
Did we already solve the bird puzzle?
Out of curiosity, anything else you want to tell me about these birds?
They're smart. I once saw a black-bellied whistling duck open a car door and steal a cream cheese Danish.
Wow.
He's got a second bird puzzle, it turns out. Contraband carriers. Loner Steve has an order of ceramic gnomes ready to ship. And here comes his avian mail carriers. Draw lines to attach freight to bird legs, keeping in mind these rules. So a mallard can carry 2 gnomes, an owl 1.5, and a bluebird 1. And the other ones are the same as the other, except lines can't cross. Oh, but I barely solved the other one. I don't want to do this one. Unless you want to take a crack at this chat. I think we're going to move on for this one. I'm pretty sure it's optional. Almost 100% sure it's optional. What do you think? I'm feeling like it's probably... Yeah, let's move on. We can come back to it if we want to.
I'm stumped, but I'll be back. How
See
are
what
you
else
doing,
we can
Steve?
talk to him about.
Do you know anything about hidden people?
Collectors will pay a tidy sum for a wooden one.
But you don't believe in them, do you?
Do I seem crazy to you?
I think some of them are. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of optional puzzles, like that football one I did a minute ago. I don't know if you were around for that one.
See ya, Steve. Hello again, Daryl. And Daryl.
Oh, hey, we've got some new stuff to ask her. I think the brown ones are ones that are mandatory.
I don't see the waitress around. Did she go somewhere?
That's a good question. I ordered some key lime about 20 minutes ago.
Those chairs weren't here before, were they?
We're not.
One of them Nordic guys brought them in right after I ordered my pie. Pie that I'm still waiting for.
Something odd about them.
Something spray painted on the stack of Escher chairs. Arrange them to discover a secret image. Secret image, you say? What kind of secret image? I think that goes there. Can I like rotate these? I can rotate these. I can snap them in anywhere, I suppose. What this one? Oops, nope. Oh, actually that... No, that's probably not right. I don't think that is. It doesn't fit there, does it? That looks kind of right, though. In a weird sort of way. Maybe? What on earth am I looking at here? What in the heck is this? So that's a pink moon with a plant growing out of its mouth. Alright, that's some strange graffiti. That's a mandatory puzzle? So what the heck does that mean? Yeah, that's what we're looking at. Weird angry moon with a tree growing out of its mouth.
That image you just made? That's the symbol those lodge guys use.
Really? Interesting. What do you guys know about Bjorn?
You mean the old hippie who spies on people out by the hotel?
He's one of those old Nordic guys that hangs out at the lodge. Brothers of Scoggins or something like that.
Brothers and weirdos, if you ask me.
Lodge, huh? I'll check it out.
Well, that's another lead there. I'll take it.
Hello again, Daryl. And Daryl. Okay, this might sound silly, but have you guys ever heard about hidden people?
My cousin's neighbor saw one once.
Oh, not this again.
He swears they're real.
So do those Nordic tree huggers, but that doesn't make it so.
So the hidden people are just a bunch of make-believe then?
Yep.
Not according to my cousin's neighbor.
Trey Dog, you never heard of the man in the moon talking about his pea plants? No, I have not. As a matter of fact, is that a thing?
You two have any more bugs you need boxed?
Actually, yeah, that sounds like fun. Let's box up some more bugs.
Wait, seriously? I was joking.
Let's get to it.
Alien, you're gonna try and play some Austin Not Suck? Good luck. Good luck, enjoy your lurk. Daryl's bugs are loose again. Same rules as before? Same rules as before. Alright, this is a little more complicated though. Ooh, actually, this grasshopper in the corner is probably going to be a problem. Put him in here. This guy in there. Maybe? He's in here. Heck, do I get 3 spaces? No, he needs these 3 spaces down here, doesn't he? That means this isn't enough space for them anymore. What? Oops, no. And put that him up there. And he needs to be in here. Oh, that's not going to work either, is it? Because we need to keep these as rectangles, and that's going to be the tricky part, I think. You were right? Oh no, where was I right? Where on earth would I have been right? I'm pretty sure I have never been right. Crud, this one is tough. Get rid of this line too. Might just be better to restart, might be better to restart. Let's restart. Let us restart. So, put these guys in right in here. 6 for them. 2 for this guy. We'll do 3 for him right there. There's 4 for those two. 3 for him. And then 1, 2, 3, you need 2, 4, 6. Oh. I think they got it. Try it out. There we go. Awesome. It was better to restart, Nina. You are correct. You are correct. I've painted myself into a corner. Just needed some paint thinner is all. Good call.
Another puzzle solved.
Alright, so we need to find this lodge and talk to Bjorn and his buddies.
Bjorn is starting to look more and more suspicious. I just got a tip that he holds secret meetings in a local lodge. I remember seeing something about a lodge on my Scoggins map. I wonder if it's the same one.
Well, let's go find out, I suppose. Yeah, there's a lodge over here. What's up with that window? Playing 7 stars as a warm-up doesn't work, oh no. Why is the window all boarded and chained up?
There's some bright orange cloth caught on this sign. I wonder if Mike Lobb was trying to get away from this place in a hurry.
Mike Lobb was the one wearing the orange jacket.
Looks like someone doesn't want me to see what's going on inside. Well, they probably shouldn't have made this a puzzle then.
Window Watcher. Draw a single straight line from one dot to another that will slice through every barrier blocking the window. What was it again? A single straight line that will slice through every barrier. One straight line? Just one? Okay, how about this? That'll cut through the dark chain right here. No, that misses this board right there. That won't work. Let's focus on getting all the boards. Let's make sure that we get all of the boards first. Maybe the rest will fall into place. Bottom left to top right, you think, Xalien? Let me try that in a second. Now, if I do bottom left to top right, it'll miss this board right here, I think. Let's see, this one gets all 4 of the boards. It's this dark chain. It's this chain right here. It's this chain as well. I don't think it's the silver chain. So no, that's not going to work either. How about this? That's all 4 of the boards again. This chain, this chain, silver chain. Oh, is that all of them? I think that gets everything. As long as I count this as getting the silver chain right here. Yeah, I think that'll get everything. Give it a shot. Nice. Excellent. That works. Excellent. GG easy. Oh, I should have hit How. Wait, is that?
If you want a good look around, you might try knocking on the door.
Sheriff Bob! Oh, you startled me.
Snooping doesn't suit you, Agent Tatters. What are you doing here?
So that's weird. What is Glory doing in there? You were wrong, Ralphie, and sorry. Yeah, it looks like I was pretty sure I got everything.
What the heck is going on in there?
They meet regularly and celebrate their cultural traditions. But that's their business, not yours.
There's something about this crew that seems off to me.
Agent Tathers, you're here to get the factory back open. Not to question or belittle the beliefs of the townsfolk.
I guess?
I'm pretty sure I saw Glory Davner in there.
The waitress? I doubt it.
She was standing right there a second ago.
Time to go, Agent Tethers. I'll escort you back to the hotel.
And Bog doesn't want me investigating that lodge now. It's creepy.
Make it an early night. Turn in, Agent Tethers. I don't want to see you out here again tonight.
I was just plain trying to get rid of me.
Trust me, you don't want to be out here either.
That sounded like a threat.
Sheriff Bog definitely isn't working with me. I'm sure I saw Glory Davner at the lodge.
Hey, Glory.
And now Glory Davner's sneaking around town. I'm going to follow her.
Trey Dog, I do believe snooping seems to suit an FBI agent perfectly. That's basically what I do, right? Going after Glory, Nelson's still got snowmobile trouble. Rearrange the logs so he'll track through all the footprints before arriving at Glory's destination. Alright, same rules as last time. Ooh, alright. Looks like most of the logs can be moved this time. Alright, yeah, none of the logs are fixed, so that's a good thing. So let's go down here, and up here. Then things get a little tricky. Let's over here. Go right here. I think that'll get all of them. So I'll go down here, get those three. Bounce up here, get those three. Bounce around here, get this one right here. Get this one and then go in. I think that'll do it. Alright, Nina, good luck with the dishes. Alright, I think that did it. So where was she going is the question.
Glory was headed toward the factory. I gotta catch up with her.
Why was Glory going to the factory? Whoa! Oops. I was warned, Stray Dog. I was warned. I think I'm dreaming. Hallucinating after he got knocked out. Oh man, it looks like a space shuttle, except it shows space through one window and trees through the other.
Where am I? Wait, do I know you? You're the foreman. Isaac Davner. What happened to you? What are those things? The gnomes. Was that real? Yes? What is it?
What is going on right now? Screw up in space. Draw paths to reconnect the loose ends. Red to red, yellow to yellow, but be careful not to let the wires cross. A path segment can run along any two adjoining points. What the fuck, Kiwiya? What the fuck is going on? Alright, so we need to connect red to red to yellow and yellow to yellow. I think yellow's gonna be the tough one here. Let's connect red first, because I think I see what we need to do. Connect red all the way around to the outside. And that'll let us draw a straight line between yellow. Think that works? Nice, I'm good at that type of puzzle. I've got sort of a sixth sense for what a game is saying, like offering you a direct route, and it's clearly the wrong one, you just go way, way around. Oh hey, where's the lodge?
Oh, what happened?
I found you unconscious in the woods. Did they speak to you?
Did who speak to me?
You know. You know.
Okay, I'm gonna need some real answers now. What exactly is going on here? What's wrong with these people?
They are in deep meditation. If you open your mind and let yourself hear the whispers, there will be no mysteries in life you cannot solve. Speak to them yourself if you want solutions.
What are these little creatures I keep seeing?
They are not creatures. They are people, older than any of us, living in what nature still exists around us.
Isaac Davner's still alive, isn't he? The lock on the factory door. He didn't build it himself. You put it there to keep him in. Or to keep people out. Why?
He has been spoken to. It is actually a great honor to have been chosen.
Chosen for what?
That is not for us to ask.
I'm gonna need a second to question these people.
Do what you must.
Oh god, what is happening here?
You see them, don't you? Listen to their words. Their riddles.
Grickleback Baffler. Is this a goddamn gnome cult? I'm wondering, Kiwiya. I'm starting to think it must be. Edvard knows it's time to stock the Windowachi River with gricklebacks. Drag the 4 clutches of fish to release points, keeping in mind these rules. Schools will swim towards the river, splitting evenly at each fork. A school can't split evenly, will be paralyzed with indecision. Marsh marmots will eat all fish that enter their turf. The marmots are either in Miff-Pick Swamp or Abdominal Swamp, but not both places. And exactly 16 fish must arrive safely at the river, no more, no less. Okay. So the fish will always split evenly, and if they can't, they'll just stop. And marsh marmots will eat all the fish, but we don't know where they are. They're either in one of 2 places, and we need 16 at the end. Alright. So... let's see what we got. Let's if we put 8 right here, and they'll split, 4 will go this way, and 4 will go that way. Cool. And then want to put the 3 right there, probably, because there's no split right there, and otherwise they'll freeze somewhere. Gnomes are not nice creatures and should be avoided and possibly appeased, never worshipped, at least according to our old stories, and according to this game too, at least what Nelson's seeing. They look friggin' terrifying. They're freaking me right the hell out, Kiwi, let me tell you. Alright, so... put 6 right there, so 3 will go that way and 3 will go that way. We put a 4 here, 2 will go this way, and 2 will go this way, and they'll split down there. So, let's check the math here. Let's assume first that the things that eat fish are in this marsh, the marsh first. If that's true, then we'll get 1 up there. Good morning, Tim Dragon Kid. How are you doing today? We got 1 up there. And then 1 will get eaten. And 4 will go up there and 4 will get eaten. That's 5 total so far. Then from here, 2 came down here. I already lost track. Darn it, let me start again, sorry. We got 2 split right there. We got 2. We got 1 going up there. 1 gets eaten. Got 8 here. 4 goes up there. That's 5. 4 get eaten. And the other 2 go down here. That's 7. We got 6 here. 3 go here. That's 10. 3 go down here. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So that's 16, assuming the thing that eats fish is in this swamp. But what happens if it's in the other? Let's count. Let's see, Tim been monster hunting the past 3 days at 5 hours at a time. How's it going? Got any good drops? Alright, so we've got 8. 4 goes this way, 4 goes that way. That's 8. Got 4 here. We get split 2 going up here, 1 each way, so that's 9, 10. The other 4, 2 go down here, they get eaten, so we're still at 10. We get 6 here, 3 go up here and get eaten. 3 go down here, that's 13. 16, yeah, I think this is it actually. Alright, so we got it. That's good.
That's a piece of the machine locking the factory. Where did you get that?
Huh.
All we can do is open our minds. The language of the hidden ones is expressed in puzzles.
Perplexed sock picker. The probability is you'll be able to solve Skuld's riddle? Skuld? Oh goodness, we got a riddle here. Shadow Lion, welcome in. The gnomes see all and hide all. Who see them, and kids still fart in public swimming pools all the summertime. Oh no. Welcome in, Shadow Lion. How are you doing today? Blind Lars Jorgensen's mother knitted him 25 pairs of socks. 5 striped, 5 plaid, 5 spotted, 5 argyle, and 5 with owls playing fiddle. Being a teenager, Lars failed to pair his socks and threw them randomly in his drawer. How many socks must Lars pull out before he can be absolutely certain he is holding at least 1 matching pair? 6. Right? Pretty sure it's just 6. Doing good? I'm doing good as well. I'm doing a 12-hour stream today for my 2-year anniversary. Having a lot of fun, though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just 6. Tim, insect glaives are tricky to use, require setup, but my god, are they fun and fast. Good deal. That's the important thing about those games, I think, is finding the weapon that's most fun for you. I think it's just 6. It's gotta be 6. It's 6! Alright, good deal. I used to love statistics and probability back when I was in high school. I'm pretty rusty right now. He's also in Beowulf under the name... Huh, that I haven't heard before, Kiyuya. Just you Wikipediaing though? I love Wikipedia. Anytime you want to know more stuff, it'll usually help. That's what I was thinking too, Plushie. Good deal. I'm glad I was right on that one.
That's it. Only one more piece.
We gotta talk to Bjorn now.
Trees, animals. Do you ever just stop and watch the birds, Mr. Tethers? A quorum of crows congregating in rows on a vine meant for clothes is an omen of woes.
That's creepy. Bjorn has photos that show a quorum of crows on his clothesline. A dark omen. Keeping in mind the images may overlap, what's the minimum number of crows pictured? So we're not trying to make the picture for certain. What's the minimum number of crows, keeping in mind the images may overlap? Oh, alright, I'm saying, so that's saying these pictures may not be unique. Oh god, this is going to be really hard. This is going to be really tricky. So like right here we see a red bird and a crow. So they're saying this might be this same red bird and this same crow. Or this red bird and this crow could be this red bird and this crow. Ooh. If anybody of you in chat has any thoughts, I would be real curious to hear what you think about this one. What is the minimum number, it says? One, two, three. Oh my gosh, this is really hard. No, that doesn't work there, so we can't do that. So 1, 2. Hear about that. Right, where do you split the loop? Not oh, that's what you think. You think it's a full loop plushie? I'm not sure, because there could theoretically be more than one photo overlapping here. That's what I'm thinking. Find all the possible points of overlap and then take those crows and count them as 1 instead of 2. That's my strategy here. That's what I'm trying to think. Let's count that as 1, let's count that as 2. Three or 5. So what number are you thinking, Plushie? What are you thinking the number is? I'm curious. Or do you have a guess yet? I got a number I'm leaning towards, but I'm having a hard time fitting this together in my head. Yeah, anybody else in chat, if you've got a guess for this one, feel free to let me know. So let's call that 2 right there. Alright, what do you think the answer is? Because I'm leaning towards 8. I'm thinking it's going to be 8. I'm curious what number you came up with. We're going to put the photos in the right order. I'm not sure how that should be phrased as an answer. Because what they're thinking is, what's the lowest number of crows you can count, assuming there is some overlap in here. Basically, you're looking for the maximum amount of overlap and then counting the number of crows. I'm thinking 8. I'm thinking 8. So if anybody else has any guesses before I punch that in, feel free to let me know. That's the number I'm getting if we're looking at the overlap there. MS Paint this fucker. Yeah, I'm having I'm having a really hard time doing this in my head. I'm gonna try 8. I'm gonna try 8. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Come on. Ah, no, it was not 8. All right. So if it's not 8, I don't know if it's lower or higher is the problem from there. Didn't really give me any direction. We can get hints if we absolutely need to. We can, but I'm not sure if anybody else in chat has any numbers they want to shout out as well. See, the problem is there's multiple different ways that you could overlap this, I suspect. You're just looking at the very lowest number you can get out of the pictures. And there's different, yeah, there is different ways they could overlap. That's the tricky part, I think. I think if I'm looking at these right. Well, if nobody else in chat has anything else to offer, I'm going to use a hint. We've got shitloads of gum, we may as well. When the images are superimposed correctly, there's a bluebird at each end of the line. Alright. Alright, so it's a straight line with the bluebirds as the end point. We know that for certain now. So this bluebird is on the left side, and this bluebird is on the right side. That's a good start. That's a good start. Let's work from there. So that just means that we need to put this one, and this one in order. These ones are already certain. That cuts down the number of permutations quite a bit. So let's see. What sort of shenanigans can we do then? Let's call that 1 and 2. I just lost it in my head. Where you split the loop. Alright, that's what I misunderstood there, Plushie. I didn't get what you were saying there. Your MS painting did nothing. Alright, I'm trying to get this in my head here. So let's... Now that we know which ones are the endpoints, let's say that's 1, then 2... then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can we get lower than that? That's the big question looking at this, is how low can you get the number? It's more than 8, you say, Plushie. Alright, so 1... 1, 2, 3. No, I don't think I want to do... Can we do that? No, we can't. Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 8 again. I must be doing this wrong. Get another hint. Yeah, I keep getting 8 Q. I'm not sure what to do here. Alright, this is straight up showing me the solution here. Because this looks an awful lot like it's just straight up showing me the solution. In which case it's 2, 3, 4... 5, 6? That's all 5 pictures, isn't it? Yeah, 1, 2, because those are over Those are superimposed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Your arguments are invalid. You counted 5. I think this is showing me at 6 right here, if I'm looking at it right. Because this is actually putting the pictures in the right order, I think. 1, 2, 3, because that one's not duplicated, is it? 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think it's just 6. Let's try 6. No! Well, let's try 5 then, since that seems to be the popular one in chat. Oh, it was 5! I'm gonna be really curious about this then. Table flip key, yeah, I was getting close to there as well. Plushie, there's 4 in each bluebird picture, and a pattern that doesn't get made if you overlap those two. Alright. LTG, you got it right. And John Big Booty, you were saying 5 as well? And your argument isn't valid, you got 5 too. Alright, so let's try the how. Let's check the how. Oh, that's gonna tell me. That's fine. And we only got 1 star. Borderline! Ouch. My bad. But we got through it though. That works. Congrats to everyone that got 5 out of that.
That's all of the pieces. Now I just need to reassemble them.
Alright. The gear appears to be one of those assemble it yourself dealies. Can you fit the pieces together? Let's see if we can. Give it a shot. Alright, so... Alright, so let's assume... Oh, God! No! My pieces!
Damn it! Where are you, you little thief?
Tracks. Oh, God. We have to go after the gnome. Punch the baby. Oh, if I find him, we're gonna LTG. Arrange the logs to help Nelson collect the stolen pieces of the broken gear and discover where the gnome is hiding. Alright, same rules as the other log puzzles. That is a lot of pieces. So we have to collect all the pieces and then get back to the lower left-hand corner. And these 3 logs that are already on the map are fixed. So let's see. That's not gonna work. Let's try this. Putting a log right there. I'll catch those 2. Then I'll grab these 2. Grab this one. Then there. Grab these 2. Down here. No, that's not going to work, is it? Oh, that's a fixed one too, darn it. Alright, so now he goes down here. Don't kick the baby! Down here, hit this one, get these 2. Get these 2. Oh, then we don't have a good way to get this one up here. Shoot. We need that one. That one's important. Reset. Alright. How about if we put that right there, grab those ones, here, and down here, up here, grab that one, that one, that one, these 2. No, then we're crossing our path again. That's bad. We don't want to cross our path because then, or in cases like this, we'll just need to put another log to bounce us somewhere we've already been. We don't want that. Reset again. Alright, let's... What if we do one there? And then one here. That'll bounce us down here. These two. Bounce up here, get these two. What am I missing now? These four. That one. These two. These two. Missing this one right here. There's not going to be any good way to get that one then. This is interesting. Alright, let's assume we're cutting this log out again, because that seems like a decent idea. Grab these two down here, grab these two up here, grab that one, then grab these two on the side, bounce down here. Now, how do we get those four in the middle, though? Already got these two, these ones, that one, these two. What are we missing? Sure, Hexalien, let's hear it. Two. We're missing this one, these three, and that one, I think. Lockpicking would be cool. I think if you go on Amazon, you can actually get lockpicking trainer kits. Go on and lurk there, LTG. You have been an absolute trooper during this marathon. Please enjoy your lurk there. I wonder if I'm getting close right here. I don't think I am. I thought I was onto something. I don't think that is. Let's try something radical here. Try something nuts. Because we haven't used this thing, and I wonder if that's supposed to... Oh, you're just using the cute little blob lurk? The blob peak. I love that thing. I think we must have to use this square for something. We gotta. But what? See, let's send him right back up here. And then over to here. These two. Already got that one, so we don't need to get that again. Let's see, we still need these three and these four, I think? And this one over here, but that'll be the last one. That one will be easy once we get in the arrangement. Maybe I should actually work backwards a bit here. That might actually be a little bit easier. Not sure. Let's see, where was I going with this? Let's finish this out and see if there's anything else we can do here. No, that just sticks me in a loop. No, I don't think that's it. Oh, there's a lot of them right here. My goodness. Alright, so hit there, hit that one, hit that one. Down there, hit that. No, that's not going to work, is it? Thought I might have been on something there. I am not. Yeah, no, that's not going to work either. Dang it. Try some wild solutions, why the heck not? And that just sends me straight to the finish, so I don't want to do that. That will just send me off the map, unless I bounce up from here, but that'll send me off the map too. I don't think that's a solution. I think that's a good idea either. This could be, but I feel like I tried a lot of variations of this one. It's not working out for me. Try another one. I feel like I'm just repeating myself at this point. Probably am, as a matter of fact. No, it's not going to work. Let's try this one again. Those two, hit this one. What if we cut that off there? Then this one's going to give me a lot of problems. I'm not sure how I'm going to get that one. Have to have that there if we're going to do that. Those two, hit this one. And what if we did this? I think that's the only option we got in that case. Those two. Something like that right there. That'll just put me back on my tracks. That's the tough part. Hey, Pox David, long time no see. How have you been, my friend? Hope you've been doing well since last time I've seen you. Welcome in. Good hint. Ignore the log in the lower right corner. When the others are arranged correctly, Nelson won't hit that one. Alright, that's a good start. As knowing for certain we don't touch that one. That's good. So we know to a fact that he isn't going through that one. Alright, so try something radical. Put that there and let's put that there. Which I understand is nuts. Is absolutely nuts, but let's get nuts. Let's get nuts. No, we can't because that'll just send us off the map. But what if we put the other one there? Put that. Goes down here, hits these two, gets these two. Then goes here and here. Boom, 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 boom. Still missing a bunch right in the center. That's what I'm concerned about. Kind of a light reflection puzzle, right? Box David, the grill moved in a month ago, so we've been busy with all the boxes and moving furnitures around. IKEA trips, you know? Because sweet, I love IKEA. Love IKEA so much, Box David. Can't even tell you. Alright, so I get these two, these four. Still missing this one right here. That's a problem. So that'll get us up here. Here, we can get this. This. Here, 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 here. I've got a good chunk of them, but I'm not sure that's enough. We got these two, these four. We got the first three. These two, these four. And this one, so we've got the first three rows. But what are we missing? These two, and this one. And I don't know that I have a way to hit any of them. Darn it! Oh, I thought I was really onto something there. That one looked incredible. I don't know. Am I onto something? Is there another way I can play this? Is this movable? This is movable. That doesn't really matter. It's movable. This is movable. I'll put this right here. Down here, get these two, these four. Still missing this one in the corner. Let's ignore that for right now. And if I don't do anything, that'll bounce me into the eggs, and I still have no idea how to get this one. Shoot, no. Okay, another hint. Here's part of the solution. Is that what it's showing right there? I think that is what it's showing right there. Alright. Is it showing any blank spots too? I can use those as well. Alright, so the spot above that log is blank and the spot next to that log is blank. IKEA is a wonderful place to really understand the taste people have for color, pattern, shapes, materials. Also great for building your bloodlust and murdering annoying noisy brats. Good thing that's illegal. Honestly, I feel like one of the best things about IKEA, aside from the fact that it's really, like, cheap and kind of decent looking, is that, I don't know, it's like Legos for big kids. Maybe it makes me incredibly neurotic, but I really enjoy assembling IKEA furniture. It's, this puzzle's a bit mind-blowing right here. I did the first couple of these puzzles okay, but this one, there's just so many things that we need to pick up on it. But we know for certain that these three are correct, so let's work within this. We know we can't move these three now, so we'll see what we can do. Isn't this more than 12 hours? No, I started at 7:30 CST, so I've got another 70 minutes to go. Well, welcome in, Seamus. How are you doing? Alright, so we'll grab those four right there, and then this one right here. Then let's hit that, and let's hit that. So what's the point of this puzzle? We need to get from up in here in the top right, where the little snowmobile is, to down here in the bottom left where the question marks are, and we need to hit every single one of these gray things along the way. That's what we're trying to do here. We also know the bottom middle slot and the middle slot are empty. Correct, Rangorf. Thank you for that. And also welcome in, Rangorf. I don't know if I've said hi to you today. It's been a long day, I'm not sure. Having supper before crashy time? What's for dinner tonight, Seamus? Puzzle is symmetrical, the solution will be as well. But it can't be symmetrical because this right here can't be moved. And if it was symmetrical, then there'd be a log right there. And if I put a log right there, it'll just bounce them off into the forest. Unless I'm misunderstanding you. Curry bird with veggies and brown rice. Sounds very nice there, Seamus. Alright, so here, we got those four. Grab this one right here. Oh, symmetrical on the diagonal, you mean? I was always really bad at doing symmetry in my head. Like, terrible at doing symmetry in my head. No, can't do it. Can't do it. Alright, let's get these four. This one. These two. It's this one. Yeah, that'll just get me stuck in a loop. Shoot. Oh, they flipped my head diagonally like Shane after it. That was one thing I was always really bad at in doing in math class. Otherwise, I really liked math. I really did enjoy math when I was in school, but doing symmetries and rotations in my head, I just could not. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So we'll do 1 to 6 across there and A to F down there. Or 1 to 6 across here and A to F down here. If anyone has any suggestions, feel free to throw some of those in there. Easier to see the symmetry if you tilt your head. I'm looking. Let's remove everything off the board that doesn't need to be here. Let's try that first. Alright, so these 3 logs, this one, and this one are part of the map. We can't move them. And this one, and this one, we know from a hint have to be there. Let's see. So far, we've got symmetry. So right now, we've got symmetry down this diagonal. So unfortunately, that doesn't really tell us too much. Remove F6. This one we can't do anything with. E2 works. This one right here. Yeah, that one's fixed as well. This one's fixed. This one, A2 is fixed. B1 is fixed. And F6. Or sorry, G6. Remove F6? We on the same system here? I'm confused. D1 needs one, you think, LTG? So let's see. Well, the first thing we need to figure out is where we're bouncing from there. Elena, you think you have it too? I'm curious. Right, the board is currently a clean sheet. These are all the logs that absolutely have to be a part of the puzzle. We know that. So that means the first thing Nelson's going to do is he's going to go south. He's going to hit this log, turn to right angle, and head down here. That means we have to place the log right here, and it has to be one of these. So radial symmetry, or symmetry across that diagonal anyway, would mean there's one here, I believe. I think. Alright, so down there, hit that, hit that. I think that's the right spot across the diagonal. Alright, so cool. So hits that, hits that, hits that. So now we need to bounce him from here. So we can either place a log here or here. Those are our 2 options. I think it's going to need to be here. In which case there will be one right here. I think. Well, I haven't blocked myself off. Alright, let's try this. One. Those. Alright, that'll actually get him to the exit, but has he gotten everything? We get these 4 right here. This one on the outside. This didn't just do it, did it? Does this do it? Let's see. We got that. We got the 4 there, 1 there. 2 there. 1 right there. I think I might have them all. Yeah, B2 is fixed. I can't move this one. Or no, B2, we're talking about one right here? I think we're talking about one right there. I think I might have it now. Yeah, I think we got it. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Come on, come on. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yes! That would have been a lot easier if I had drawn it out on paper, but I'm like, I'm just going to be drawn over and over and over again. I really wanted to try and get it in my head. That was the trick that got it for me, was thinking that it was symmetrical. That one I did not have at all. So thank you for all the suggestions. Thank you for all the help, chat. Whew.
Gotcha. One of those things stole the last piece I need to get into the factory. Looks like it's headed toward the lake. Bjorn's people may try to protect it. I'm not sure. Either way, I'm getting that piece back.
Alright, we gotta head to the lake next. Go after that gnome, get that last piece. Oh, hey, there it is. Does that look like a trap to anybody else? This feels like a trap. I'm a little concerned. What's trap?
Hey, let me out!
You don't understand! The hidden people need Isaac! I don't know why, but you have to let him go with them!
I'm not gonna let you people keep him locked up in a factory like bait!
I'm sorry!
Hello? Oh god! Oh god! Oh no 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 no!
I gotta get out of here!
Yeah, Pox David, this game is called Puzzle Agent. It's one of the oldest of the Telltale games. It's based on a sort of a web cartoon series, I guess, called Grickle by Graham and Abel. But I wasn't familiar with that before or after this. The key to the skylight is inside one of these dead fish, but which? Hurry and find it. The ice fishing hut is sinking fast. Oh no. Alright, each fish has one other fish inside except the one with the key. Counting swallowed fish, the whiskered redfish is the least numerous kind here. So there's less redfish than anything else. Let's see, all fishes dine on the next rung of the food chain except the tiny tan fish who eat their own kind. And the key is on a line with 5 fish. Oh, this is going to be hard. Oh wait, this is so it's not the clues aren't on a separate page. This is it. This is the puzzle we're looking at right now. So the redfish are the least numerous at 4. Each fish has one other fish inside it except the one with the key. That must mean the key's inside a redfish, isn't it? I'm thinking the key's inside a redfish then. There might be more than 4 redfish, because it says, let's see, all fishes dine on the next rung of the food chain. So that would mean, if I understand that correctly, that reds eat blues, blues eat greens, and the tans eat tans. Greens eat tans and tans eat tans, I guess. If I'm understanding that correctly. Counting swallowed fish, but none of the fish would have swallowed a red fish here, if I'm reading this. And I'm only seeing 4 red fish, and I can't imagine... if I'm understanding this right, there aren't any swallowed red fish either. Oh, sorry, the red fish is the least numerous kind here. I misread that. I thought that said most numerous. Least numerous. Alright, so the 4 is the lowest number of any fish here. So let's assume all the red fish have swallowed fish. That would mean there is 5 blues on here. Let's see, the key is on a line with 5 fish. So that would mean the key can't be on this line, because there's no way to make this line have 5 fish and a key. Oh no, actually that would have to. No, never mind. I'm crazy. That one would have 5 if it's got a key on it. So it must not be on this line then. Yeah, I had that backwards, Rangarv. It must not be on this line then. Because this line can't... There's no way to make the bottom right corner, bottom left corner line have 5 fish. So if that's true, we know that this line is full. All 3 of these reds have a blue inside it, and this blue has a green inside it. That one we know for certain. So that means so far we know to a certainty that there are 6 blues and 4 greens. But we know there can't be 4 greens because there's 4 reds. So there must be more than 4 greens. Which means there must be a green inside this blue. So the key's not inside this blue guy. Because there needs to be 5 of those. If I'm reading that right. Alright, and we know there can't be 4 tan fish either. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it can't be inside any of the green fish or the tan fish then, if I'm thinking. Yeah, red can have a key, so I'm thinking it must be this one. I'm thinking it must be in this one if I'm reading it correctly. Because there has to be more than 4 tan fish, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and the tan fish has another one inside of it for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It can't be in this green one. And there needs to be more than 4 green fish, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 1 inside this one, 4, 1 inside this one. Yeah, it's got to be in this red one right here. Give it a shot. Boom! That was a cool one. I liked that one. Whew. Thank you, Seamus. Thank you. We gotta go! Gotta go!
That was a close call.
What the heck happened here, Agent Tethers?
Sheriff Bob, Glory Dabner tried to kill me.
Come on, Tethers. You sure that sweet little girl?
Yes!
Sheriff, I swear, she is not as innocent as she looks.
Okay, I'll go find her and ask her a few questions. You stay out of trouble now.
I like my office. It's warm in my office. It's quiet in my office. There are no maniacal gnomes or chainsaw-wielding waitresses in my office. I need to get back to the lodge, fix that gear, and get the hell out of here.
So Glory just tried to murder us because we were trying to get her husband out of the eraser factory, but why? Why? What does any of it mean? Alright, so lodge first so we can reassemble the gear. That part's certain, at least.
Okay, let's get this gear back together.
Alright, same thing as before. So I'm going to imagine these parts right here are the teeth on the outside. I think that is a good assumption. So let's start working from that. Move some stuff out of my way. Oh, yeah, that fits together right there. That fits together right there, so we put that there. I think I've got this thing solved. Booyah! Alright. That'll do it. That one was straightforward at least. But how does he know there aren't any chainsaw-wielding waitresses in his office right now? He isn't there. Pattern recognition, I suppose? Chanel's games? Quite possibly. Choosing gnomes over her husband? Why? What is going on here, Kiyuya? Oh crap.
I can't let you go.
Sheriff Bog?
You just don't come into our town and pretend you know how everything works.
I think I'm starting to figure it out.
Keep staring at the crossword puzzle, of course. Of course. Because everyone in the town's obsessed with puzzles. I don't know why they're obsessed. Oh, you just finished the other day, Likes the Bacon. How did you like it? Oh, the second one. I like the first one better than the second one, personally. I am doing good, you machine, you. I'm almost done with the 12 hours, Likes the Bacon. How are you doing? Good to see ya.
Are you serious? Sheriff's as crooked as they come. Looks like he sabotaged my snowmobile.
Gosh darn it. But we can fix it at least. Rotate tiles to create a path from fuel tank to exhaust. Alright, so that's the fuel tank. Where's the exhaust? Over here? Is that the exhaust? I think so. Maybe? Like, I noticed an exterior on the exterior tiles. Maybe I just need to keep that consistent for a start. That too easy? That seems like an awful easy fix. Yeah, I guess the exterior tiles all have an exterior, so that's easy. Now we just need to figure out what to do with the interior tiles. And oh yeah, there are other parts of the picture that are consistent as well. That it? Straight line from the fuel tank? Yeah, I think that works. Submit that one. Only most vehicle repair can be done like that. I feel you, Trey Dog. I feel you. Anything like Professor Layton is good. I haven't actually played any of the Professor Layton games. I've played very little in the way of mobile games in a very, very long time. Alright, we're good. Gotta get to the eraser factory!
Isaac, I'm with the FBI, Department of Puzzle Research. If you're still in there, don't worry. I'm coming in to rescue you.
Nelson's 3 gears seem to come apart, and it looks like the pieces can be arranged into one giant gear. Can you get it into gear to solve this puzzle? Huh? That's where we're going with that. Alright, so all the gears split up. Oh man, into a lot of pieces. Holy crap. Where do we even start with this? These snap into place, that'd be really nice. Wow, all those come apart as well. Alright, so these we should work with first. They seem like they're the biggest. I don't see this snapping into place though. It's a little distressing. Not that one. Looks like the orientations can't be changed, so that's a small favor, I suppose. Those fit in anything? No, maybe? I don't think so. God, there's so many pieces in this puzzle. This is terrifying. Alright. What do we do with these, though? I don't even know that they go on the outside. Not sure what exactly goes in the center either. My gosh! Where to even begin with this one? I mean, I suppose I could just put stuff like those up there. Nothing is snapping into place, though. I can't tell if that's actually right or if I'm completely off base with this. It's the yellow corners first, then consider the small blues and browns. I'm thinking that too. I'm just concerned. I don't like it. I think I love it. I think I got it. Really? Already? That was fast. That was extremely fast. Alright, so let's assume, for the sake of argument, that the yellow pieces go here. Just for the sake of argument, let's say that. So then what else can we discern here? Oh hey! That just snapped into place. That's good. That gives us some hints. That gives us some hints about how things can go. Like the fact that that just snapped into place. And that just snapped into place. Alright. That's good. We're getting somewhere here. Maybe the small colored triangles go in the corners? I'm thinking maybe. I'm not certain, though. The angles look odd. Those go there, though. Alright, so that's all snapped together, so we got one big shape right there. So now, we just need to put these, but they don't go the way you think they go, I don't think. Because they can't. So we have to find some other place for these. Like, the straight up right there is already taken. So we can't do that. So can we do anything else with these, I wonder? No. Oh, no, there we go. We can put that right there. Not that one, no. I'm on the right track, though. Like one of each color goes in each spot. There we go. That's a really weird looking part right there, but okay, sure. Sure. We'll go with it. We'll roll with it for right now. Alright, that's working. Just kind of getting us somewhere. Sorta. There we go. It's the weirdest looking gear I've ever seen, that's for sure. Just gonna explode and murder you as soon as it's turned on. I'm a little concerned about that, but then again, in video games, I'm concerned about that for most things. There we go. We got that. Alright. That's it. Everything's stuck into place. Stop gear shaming. Never. I just blast the whole thing with super glue and duct tape. The solution to most of life's problems right there, Pox David. It's a glorious thing. What a weird puzzle. What a very weird puzzle.
That was a tricky one.
Alright, it's working. So now what? Oh god, is it actually gonna explode? The door is open. Those
Isaac?
bear traps? You must be in the manager's office.
I'm coming to get you.
Oh, this giant eraser sliced through the path right there. Why are you spending so much taxpayer dollars? It's for a good cause. We're trying to save somebody, Rancor. Trying to save somebody.
Blocked. If the circumference of the Earth is 4 times that of the Moon.
I swear I'm not going to hurt you. I just need to clear this path and we can get out of here.
Nelson's path is blocked by a giant Scoggins eraser. Cut the support to drop the obstacle, but don't drop Nelson by mistake. Oh no. What I need to do is I need to cut this line because that's what's holding it up. Let's look real close. And I think it's number 2. Let me double check right there. You should buy cheaper stamps. I want the good ones though, Trey Dog. Taxpayer dollars are irrelevant. There's only Overlord Shane. Shane is bought. I like the way you think. You think it's 8? Box David. You sure? It is 8. I'll be damned. Got that wrong the first time. Cool. Just need to take another look. Of course, I've been streaming for nearly 12 hours and they want me to squint at a thing. Hey Shira, welcome in, take 2. How are you doing today, Shira? Welcome into the 12-hour 2-year celebration stream. How are you doing today?
Stay away.
Got more puzzles to solve, darn it. We got plenty of gum, though. We can use hella gum if we want to get through here.
Go back. Rotate the tiles and... If X is mine, please.
Why does he not want me to come in here? What is going on? Chat saves today. Hell yes, chat. Chat, you have been amazing today. Praise be to you. Already clear things up before we do anything we're going to regret. Good call, Box David. Good call. Oh, sorry to hear that, Shira. Well, if you ever need to talk, you can always DM me on Discord. But for right now, hopefully I can help you chill out a little bit. Fingers crossed. Let's see, fire up the furnace. If you can get the furnace hot enough, it may blast away the remaining debris. Pack objects into the opening, but don't let them overlap. Alright, so another one of these puzzles. Oops, and we already got something snapped together right there. That's interesting. I need to arrange stuff right here. Snap something together already. That's working out nice. Let's assume those go in one of those corners then. Actually, I could probably cheese this if we really wanted to. By moving stuff around till they snap together. The clickable area on some of these is larger than you'd think, which makes things a little bit tricky. Move around. Oops, that snapped onto that. Grab, oops. I'm trying to grab this this thing right there. Move it around, and that's giving me some troubles. Alright, so this I think goes right here. That snapped onto something else, my goodness. So something goes, oops. This right here? No, it doesn't look like it. Ah, come on, come on. There we go, put that down there. What's this? That goes right there, of course. Goggles, go down here maybe? Or over here? Where do these go? This is the question. I'm moving some stuff out of here. Oh, that snapped on right there. Big gap right there. That doesn't go in there for some reason. Am I wrong? Does it go here? No, that would be overlap. This must go right there. Only got a couple of gaps left. Is the thing. Oh, that snapped onto the arm now. Alright, let me catch up on chat a little bit. Seamus must lurk crash, work too soon. Alright, thank you for stopping by. Seamus, you have yourself a wonderful rest. Thank you for stopping by again. Have a great day at work tomorrow as well, and I will see you soon. Hopefully. That snaps in right there. Almost done, I think. Right there. Right there. Is that everything? No. Still the welding goggles. Come on. Now that's everything. No overlaps. I think we're good. Try submitting it. Goggles aren't snapped to anything yet? Oh, sorry. Yeah, that was the last thing in there, so we're good, we're good. Boom! Whew. We're so close, we're almost to Isaac. We just gotta get to that office and hopefully Isaac can give us some answers. Wow! No! Isaac! There's some gum right there. What is this?
Almost there.
I think this might actually be the final puzzle. US must have a fast postal service? You know, I don't want to brag. If Nelson could just maneuver the 3 hydraulic lifts into place, he could reach the office door. Drag the arrows to create a command sequence, but beware of bear traps. So the rule is drag and drop arrows onto the monitor to construct a command line. Each arrow moves all lifts at once. Commands execute in order from left to right in rows from top to bottom. A lift will be stopped by a wall or other barrier. A lift will stop moving when it reaches its goal. Don't let any lift encounter a bear trap or it will be destroyed. Alright. So, we've got lifts 1, 2, and 3, and 3 spots they need to be in right there. We got bear traps all over the place and a couple of barrels as well that will stop them. Start by having them all move up. Here, here, and here. Then, have them move up again. Here, here, and here. And let's have them all move to the right. And I'll put them here, here, and this one doesn't move because it's stuck. Matter of fact, I kind of think that might be what we need to do, is maybe we'll just get 1 and 2 in place, and then we'll worry about 3. Let's see, right now we've got them here, here, and here. Let's have them move... Wow! No!
Oh no!
Hello? Oh god! But why did he give me the piece back? If he wanted to stop me, why would he give me the piece back? I don't know. It didn't want to stop me, but why not? What is going on then? Gnomes are color-coded? Gnomes are good guys? I don't know if they're good guys. I'm concerned about this. Alright, so up, up, then we got them there, there, and there. Then right 1 space, they're here, here, and here. And up, up again. Got him here, here, and he hasn't moved. So then we can move right 1. Then we've got him here and here. And then up 1. Well, from right, we've got up, up for number 1. Right, up, up, right, up. But 1 will probably be locked into place then. The number 2 is up, up, right, up, right, up, and that'll be locked into place. The 3 is up, up, right, up, right, up. And so it's still sitting here the whole time. In which case, all we need is left, up, 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 I think. Well, yeah, that's what it said in the rules. Right here, a lift will stop moving when it reaches its goal. So that's what I assume number 5 means right there. A lift will stop moving when it reaches its goal. I assume that means they will lock in place once they reach their destination. So let me double check with 3 if I've got this right here. So 3 is up, up, right, up, up, right, up, left, up, up, up. And that'll lock into place. I don't think the order matters. That was, as a matter of fact, plushie, I know that for a fact. This is what threw me the first time I did this puzzle, is I assumed the numbering matters. The number, in fact, does not matter. Let's try submitting this. Let's try this out. Come on. Alright, they're locked in. As long as it clears it, I think that was it. Yeah, that one plushie is one of the few things I remember about this game from the first time I played it, because I spent an insane amount of time trying to get them in order 1, 2, and 3, and I could not figure out a way to do that. And then finally I figured out you don't have to. The numbers mean absolutely nothing. Shiro, Rangorf, Nina, John, thank you for the GGs. Isaac!
That's it! Let's get out of here!
Isaac?
Why?
Oh God! Isaac?
Well done, Agent.
Tethers.
Heck of a job. You got that factory back open, and the president is pleased as punch.
Really?
Well, he was never actually aware of the West Wing's eraser shortage. But rest assured, I'm sure he's happy to have not had to strike anything through.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Now back to work.
Sir, about the factory foreman, Isaac Davner.
Doesn't concern us, Tethers. Any missing persons can be handled by local law enforcement.
But...
You did your job. That'll be all.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Tethers. What's a 9-letter word for baffling?
Recondite, sir.
Ha! Thanks a million, Tethers. No wonder you're our star puzzle agent.
Thank you, sir.
Puzzle agent, ladies and gentlemen, submitted for your approval. Those gnomes are hardcore. That was terrifying there. Thanks for opening and paving the way. Oh no, did I do that? Did I accidentally do that? I mean, I don't know that I'd call gnomes civilians, Rangorf. Just glossing over that little fact. I don't know if gnomes are technically citizens either. There's that too. Oh God. I was the bad guy in the end. Was Isaac locked in there to keep him safe from the gnomes? Was that it? With 30 minutes to spare, we've still got a little time. So I'm thinking we may actually play one more really short game. Because I've got a really short game on my list. It'll take maybe around 30 minutes to play. Oh, Isaac! Isaac! So there is a sequel to this. we could play the sequel at some point. Not tonight, of course, but at some point. But I want to know if you guys want to see the sequel, because I don't think the sequel is as good as the original. The sequel does answer basically any question you could have after this one. But after I've had the answers, I think I prefer actually having those questions. So you tell me, folks, you tell me, either now or in the future, whether you want to see the second Puzzle Agent game, and I'll do what I can. You're interested, Nina? Alright, fair enough. I mean, you know, you got me on a technicality, but do they count as persons is the question, Rangor. Plushie, you want to see it as well? Shira, you're interested as well? Alright, I will put Puzzle Agent 2 on the list then. I will do that, and when we get around to it, we'll play the second Puzzle Agent. You like to see it as well, Kiyu? Alright. That settles it. We will play the second Puzzle Agent. Not tonight, but I'll put it on the list, and we will play that sometime. Hopefully get our answers to the mystery of what in the heck is going on in Scoggins, Minnesota. I really hope you liked this one too, because my gosh, what a weird game. What a weird game. And, just what a weird atmosphere, too. Bishop girl, you laid down and passed out. Well, I hope you had a good rest. Hopefully. Hope you're feeling better. Rest is good. Shira, your English is perfect. It's the typing. The typing is what gets you every time. That's the tricky part. Oh, now we're getting into some real complicated territory, Rangorf. Shira! Shira, we have not had... I don't know if we've had any all-in wins tonight. Congratulations. And hey, special thanks to you. Yes, you. Also, somebody has a pet named Ocelot on the team, so that's badass. Oh, 2010 it says this was. Puzzle Agent. And you notice now, after you beat the game, they add a new option to the title screen that says Puzzle Free Play. That allows you to just replay any puzzles at will, so you can try any of them out if you'd like to there. Cute little screen, though. Bishop Girl, you've been working the morning shift. My body couldn't hold out any longer. That's fine. That's fine. Don't push yourself. Relax. Relax. I wouldn't want to stress anybody out here. I'm trying to do the exact opposite. Matter of fact. Using your logic, AI are considered people as well. I would consider strong AI people, but I don't think we've ever seen anything even remotely resembling strong AI in life. LTG, you have something to give away as well? Copy of E's Memory of Celceta? Oh my gosh. Tell me the name of the main character and his friend from E's? I think he means the name character from E's. Not this game. Because Nelson, I don't think Nelson has any friends in here. Adol and... it was a good guess though, Shir. Good guess. Ooh, Nina. Nina may have had it there. Is that it? Did Nina get it? Possibly. Close this down for right now. Go to the BRB screen because we're probably going to go BRB in just a minute. For just a minute, as a matter of fact. Alright, so Adol's right, but there is another character to go. Adol's a bit of a given, though. It is an easy game there, so we got that much. Looking at the wiki, that's shenanigans right there, but I suppose not necessarily disallowed. I mean, if you want a copy of Ease, do what you gotta to get that copy of Ease. I'm not gonna stop you. I'm not gonna stop you.